for the Heart Jess. Thank you for the popular. How's everyone doing? Two dogs. What is up, two dogs? I hope you're doing well. Thanks for the heartbeat. Appreciate ya. Didn't go so well. I didn't mean to invite you, Tay. You're fine to watch. I know you can't stop watching and commenting and playing the victim, so if you want to come in, you're welcome to. But I didn't mean to invite you. Did she file something against me? No, she didn't file anything against me. I mean, she could have, but it hasn't shown up yet. Hey, two dogs, for the popular. Thank you for the populars. I haven't looked. I didn't even look because I don't. I mean, not that she would or wouldn't, but I've yet to see anything. I don't know if she's ready to open up that box yet. Unfortunately, I don't fold like a cheap lawn chair like C2. What would she even file exactly? Cat, thanks for me. I mean, in reality, she doesn't want them, first of all. Second of all, what is she going to do? Like, you think she wants to crowd, this dude wants to crowd his weekend and her wants to crowd her weekends with, with Chuck E. Cheese and kids' activities and getting ready for school? No. She loves that I took them. It gives her someone to blame, I think me taking them was a blessing for her. She knew basically she can cry and plead victim. Woe is me. Meanwhile, she can go and live her life, guilt free, because that's what she needs to be able to do. Be a victim and lay her head on the pillow. But no, she does. I mean, she really doesn't want to be part. She don't want to be part of any of her kids' lives. I mean, she's forced to do it. So, what would she file? I have no idea. She doesn't have room for them. She would have to definitely pay the child support. I know they're separate, but I don't see how a judge would, with all the stuff that she has to do, be like, oh yeah, and your $32,000 owed and back child support. You're heading out, Veggie. You going to Lex's live? Okay. You have a good night. Appreciate you stopping by. Where did she get B back? She didn't really get her back. They just never went to court. That was the last day of school. Really good. Tomorrow's graduation, so they are excited. So yeah, last day was really great. They had parties. What's up, Embo? They had celebrations. Both of them have little parties, little get-togethers, and tomorrow is S's do around the yard. Oh, okay. No, you're good. I didn't know if she was live or not. I didn't see before I went on. Actually, I might invite her. I saw a clip today where she looked a little bothered. What up, Melissa? What up, Ketchup? Yeah, and they're just, R's really excited for S for her graduation tomorrow. She's been looking forward to this for a while, so they have their little songs ready to sing. I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. I just cannot believe I'm doing a little celebration tonight. Another full year of school on my own. And their grades and the reports back from the teachers. I mean, I couldn't be more proud of them. And another milestone, graduating pre-K and starting kindergarten next year, and R starting second grade. I don't have much. I come on here and I maybe feel like I'm begging for other things, um, but I don't do I do it for them obviously, but I really feel accomplished. This has become something I'm very passionate about and proud about. Um, just being a dad. I've just taken it on, full head of steam and pour everything into them. I hate to say it, but like I hate the parents that the kids become your whole personality, but like that's me. Like I don't have any hobbies anymore. I don't have time to do anything anymore. Everything is invested in them, down to all of our activities and things, and as it should be, obviously. But I just so proud of them and just so happy with the hard work they put in and just their personal growth, school growth, and really just it's just I still am like I don't know. Like I said, I don't need any whatevers, but I think about it, I'm just like, man, I've been doing this for uh, 5 years, 5 years on my own. Everything, waking up, putting to bed. I mean, it's just I know people like maybe feel a certain way, but it's after everything we went through, it's I think it means even more because the situation. At one of those celebrations, yeah, I'm gonna try not to cry tomorrow, but I am just so excited for her. The kids done with school? Yes, they're done with school. Yeah, so proud. Yeah, these are the best moments. Kids singing, yeah, I know. Especially with her, man. She just surprises me all the time. Like just her memorization and working on her pronunciation. Like she's been saying some like big words, and I'm like, I whenever she says a big word, I like go out of my way to be like, that's a big word. Like us, like I am so proud of you for attempting it and saying it. So it's fantastic. They'll get back to you when they're older. Yeah, exactly, Mbel. Like I've always said on here, this is not my time. This is my time for them. And one of them is 20. I'll forever be a mom before anything else. Exactly. Only 13 more years to go. Don't say that. I was laying in bed with them tonight, putting them to bed, and I mean, I don't want to count down the years. I'm just like, what? Like you're, 5, you're 7. Like, I mean, in 10 years, she's gonna be 17 and won't be 15. It's like, don't. I just want time to stop. What grade are they going into? They're going into kindergarten and second grade. What's up, Lori? Thank you for the heart. So yeah, so I am just just proud, so proud of them. Everything that they've been through, it just. I mean, kids with two parents, and you know, not even half the stuff that they've been through. Uh, I don't think even are doing as well as they're doing. Fun ages for sure. Yeah, I will. I will. Melissa, I'll tell them the kindergarten clap and what's the clap in? The clap in? Um, I just I see them. They tell me stuff about other kids in the class, and about both. Like, I'm like, do they have both parents? I always ask them. Like, I always ask whenever they talk about their friends. I'm like, do they have both parents? Like, do both parents pick up? And they're like, yeah. One will like pick up in the morning or afternoon. Like, obviously, I don't think she knows if they're like together or not. But I always ask if they have both parents. A lot of them obviously do. But she'll tell me some stories with like some kids, and I'm just like, it doesn't always translate that like that. In a lot of ways. I mean, I do think that they would be doing way worse. What's up, DB? Like, if they had both of us, I do think they wouldn't be doing as good. I think it'd be like there. Do they ask for her? I mentioned yesterday they asked for the first time in a long time over the weekend, but generally they don't. They generally don't ask about her. They generally don't even, But this weekend was the first time in a long time that they did ask. They like, can I hear her voice? Can we call her? And you know, obviously, it is what it is there. That's all they know. So yeah, exactly. It is all they know, and that's what's hard for me. That I gotta sometimes reel in because in reality, I always talk about like with therapy and stuff, right? It's like, dude, they don't know anything else. Like this is their normal, and it wasn't like it's not like us where like she had a situation and then it changed. Like this is what since she can ever remember, this is how it's been me, and this is her normal. All grades clap for the K classes on the first week. They clap out on the fifth graders. Oh yeah, R said that they did a clap out for the fifth grade today. She said that they all went down the hallway, they were high fiving her, and so yeah, they did a clap out for the fifth grade. I don't remember them doing a clap in for the kindergarten. They did it for my kids. Oh, they did. Yeah, I guess they do. I don't remember R talking about a clap in. Well, actually, you know what? We were at a wedding the first week. I think we missed the first day. It's been a couple years now, so maybe that's why. Kelsey, thank for the heart me. Kelsey, thank for the popular. It's going really good. It's going. I mean, it's going good. It'll be summer. It'll be a little bit more chill. Like we don't have to be up so early, so we can sleep in a little bit. And I don't know. I mean, it's weird, but I feel just amazing. And I know we were talking about therapy the other day, but like it's I don't know. I don't think people can believe it, but it's like I mentally and physically, this is the best I have felt in years. Um, and it's just so things are just so normal, and it's how it should be. It just took so long. Thank you so much. I appreciate you saying that, Sarah. It just took so long to get back into normal routine of just boring, like just yeah, go to work, go to school, come home, make dinner, go to bed. It's so simple how life gets out of control, but it really it can be very hard for it to get out of control. Someone obviously is intentionally doing that, self sabotaging your life while they're trying to pretend that they love you. So when you have that, it's very difficult. Everything in your life is going wrong. So just now, it's like it's nice I can focus on other things now. They're in a good rhythm with school, good rhythm with work. Like I don't know. It's how life should be, and I don't know. And again, it's like I think if I for like therapy wise, like I probably should have went to therapy like years ago. But like now, I don't. Not that I don't see a point in it, but it's like now it's like, dude, I am like mentally. I don't know. I just feel so good mentally. I know. I think about that all the time, Christy. I think about that all the time. And I never want to ever have like regrets with them. Like even something simple like at night, like I have no time to myself, obviously. Through work, I get home, whatever we do, cook dinner, and then we're sitting there and I'm like, showering, baths, getting ready for bed, get clothes on for the next day. I'm exhausted. I sit down and then it's like, can you lay down with me? And like, no matter how tired I am, I'm always like, yes, I will. And, it's not that I don't want to lay down. I mean, I do, but I never want to be like, 10, 15 years. Like, they're not going to, they're not going to be like, Dad, can you lay down with me? So it's like, every time they ask me, I'm like, absolutely. So I know one day that request isn't going to be there. So I try and soak up every moment, no matter the task or how hard. Sometimes, you lose your temper about certain things that are silly. You're just like, it's so silly to just get mad over when they drive you crazy sometimes. But I try and look at it from that perspective. I try and look at it from the perspective in 10 to 15 years. I don't want to not have, you know, those memories. So I try and really value all the time. You want it all back. I know. I can't imagine. All the messes. Thanks for the Army ML. It's like all the messes, all the, always it's like, pick this up, pick up that. It's like one day, yeah, the messes will be gone. By how we regulate ours. Absolutely. Thank you, Shenanigans. Thank you for the heart me. And that's what I feel like, I don't know if that comes off on here. I know I get a little bit sarcastic sometimes. But I don't know. I mean, I'll ask you guys, other than when this went viral and like I had a bunch of people just telling me that I, essayed and other than people when they were verbally attacking me and, promoting lies and saying all these things. I think as time's gone on, like, again, I could be wrong, but I feel like if you watch me, you see I don't get upset about a lot of stuff. Like I handle it and I listen to it. Like even the other day, like when they're mentioning like, going to therapy, yeah, you should get therapy. It's like, yeah, whether I feel that way or not, like I'm open to listening and I sit here calmly. I don't get upset. Like I know in the chat, people were getting like very bothered by the whole situation. It's like in the chat, people are bothered. I'm sitting here and I'm listening, observing, and yeah, I agree with that shenanigans. Thank you for the popular. It's like, yeah, I have a lot of patience, and I never really thought I did, but I feel like I do about something. Some things maybe not, but I just feel like that shows them. I mean, I really do feel that vibe of the reflection of them. If I'm, you know, on edge or whatever else like that's gonna be reflected on them, and you see it all the time with kids and their parents, and that's why which certain parents raise certain kids because you don't blame the kids, you just look at the parent and you're like, ah, that makes sense, that's exactly how I expected that kid to turn out. I didn't know I needed therapy till I tried it. It doesn't hurt to see what it's like. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it would hurt to see what it's like. But I do feel like if that day comes, I'm open to it. But I just feel free. I feel so free. Thank you so much, Lori. It's made me stronger and better dad. I believe it has, Christy. I will admit that. Not that I feel like I was a bad dad before, but I mean, it was hard to be a good dad with Liz. With Lion Lizzie, I will say it would have been impossible. It was impossible to be a good person. It was. Thank you so much for the heart, me, Hillary. It was impossible to be a present person. I mean, she makes your life a living hell in every sense of that word, and you don't. Everything is. I mean, I would have never been a good dad. I mean, this made me a better person, and it made me a better dad. So I don't know if I should thank her for that, but I feel that I became a much better person and a father and a present father. Tony Miami, baby, thank you for the heart, me. I hope you're doing good, man. To my experience, I'll wait for now, not going through all that again. Yeah, it's tough, I hope she never has access to it. I hope that she never does either. She will only ruin their lives. She will only ruin their lives, sadly. Not too much, man. Just hanging. So I am thankful, I guess, for that. Yeah, we're doing good, Tony. Hope you're doing good. Hopefully, life's treating you well. We have graduation tomorrow with the girls. Thanks, Jim, for the army. Um, what's new, Milan? These days, nothing. She's still scamming people. Um, so yeah, I do feel, I don't know, and it's hard to maybe, again, not that you like you said, I couldn't still maybe benefit until I try it, but mentally, I feel the best I've felt in a long time. Like I don't know, I don't feel any resentment towards anything anymore. Like I think sharing the story, coming on live, I like I said last night, I flattened a lot of my emotions with maybe not the house, but it's gotten better. With my business, I think this helped me a lot more with the business. The business was hard for me to get over, and that was my livelihood. Um, I mean, I still do that, but just not in the same capacity. So, like, I do feel like I don't have a lot of anger and resentment like I used to. I feel, um, and the with her, like, I don't know if it was always more with the girls, but I feel even better in the last probably year and a half. I feel even better about that and like letting go and like, hey, the girls are better off, and like really truly but living it. I've always knew that and believed it, but it still hurt. But now it's like I do feel that way. I did all that stuff. So why am I, like, why am I trying to feel negative through the girls? Like, they know they're better off. I know they're better off. So, like, I have, like, I don't know. I just feel so much. I just feel better. I just feel great about it. Like, I don't even feel, like I said, I don't feel any negativity. Like, I have flattened all those emotions. And I don't know. I don't get a rise or even think twice about it anymore. Start my business up again. I don't know. It's just a lot of work. Maybe when the girls are older, but I just enjoying the time with them. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to take away from the girls anymore. I want to give to them. So the started up right now, it would take away. I'm glad you started. Yeah, thank you so much, Tony Miami. I really appreciate you saying that. I try, that's something that I have been very conscious of and proud of. What happened to the business? Or is that a hard question to answer? No, I mean, what happened to my business is the landlord. I guess it is a hard question to answer. My landlord passed away. The new landlord refused to sign my lease or update my lease. I said, I'm not going to pay you until you put something in writing. They said, fine. They evicted me. And then I went to hire an attorney, and it turns out it was my wife pretending to be an attorney the whole time and lying to me. So I lost the business because my wife was pretending to be an attorney to help me. So that sucked. Now you're thankful she's gone. I've always kind of been thankful that she's gone, but I do feel like I was a little bit I don't know. You know how you say things and maybe you don't believe it? Like, it's true, but you're not ready to, like, really dive into it. Like, I always have been thankful that she was gone, like, honestly. But I feel like there was a part of me of, like, for the girls of, you know, hurt for them and things like that. And now, not only do I feel, I guess think and know that it is, I just physically feel that way too. I know that might not make sense, but I'm trying to think of an analogy for that. But that's like basically it's like a practice what you preach type of thing. Like I've always known that, but I haven't really like had my emotions support that feeling. And now they do. Like they match it. Like now it's like, oh yeah, I do. I truly, in every sense of my being, you know, am feeling that way. I'm going through the same thing. You have full custody of your son, and your baby mother is crap. I'm sorry to hear that, Time Miami. I never really asked, but yeah. So you have full custody of your son. That's awesome, man. I'm very proud of you for that. I know you're a great dad too. I'm sure you put in all the hard work. So really proud of you. Why do you bring up rug addicts last night? Been talking about Lex. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, if you know Randy, I would love to talk about that actually. Um, I don't know. I was reading chat and I'm not sure. Do you know? Did I say that? I guess I don't know. I guess I'd love to know more about that. So, obviously, I've been on the internet for a while now, and I don't let that stuff come between. But yeah, Randy, if you want to elaborate, if you would bring up rug addiction last night when talking about Lex. Yeah, I don't remember bringing up rug addiction talking about her. I mean, they have had rug addiction, but I don't remember the specific comment. So if you can help me out, I would love to talk about that and answer that. Sweets, what is good? Cody, what is good? Jeez. Oh yeah, yeah. Her faking an attorney and ruining my business. Yeah, that sucked. And then when I got evicted, STE, the guy that took my equipment, she changed his number in my phone. So I was texting her on a burner, and she was texting the real guy, and then she sold all my equipment behind my back and took the money. Yeah, and then she put my house in foreclosure because she told me the mortgage was paid. Gave me documents to show that my mortgage was paid. Fabricated documents to show that it was paid, and um, and it wasn't, obviously. Yeah, you don't remember that either, Hillary? I don't either. I'm pretty sure that was someone to like. Again, I've been on the internet a while now, and I don't give in to like these like internet trolls that try and stir up stuff. And I hope Lex is a little bit more aware of that. I saw the clip, like I saw she was physically, like she was like hurt by it. And I don't remember. And I don't know. I don't remember. You got blocked for what? Oh! You got blocked. I did. I told the story last night. Oh my god, Cody. I felt bad after I told the story. I was like, shit. Now she's gonna know. So you got. Oh damn. Okay. I'm gonna tell this story here in a second. Oh my god. I gotta tell this story. I knew it. She watches this shit so hard, man. What up, Lion Lizzie? Your program's on. Sorry for coming on a little bit late. Uh, Never happened. I was in here the whole time. Yeah, so you think that too, Mbill? I was like trying to remember when that occurred. I mean, I'm not saying that it didn't occur. If there's a clip of it, like again, I read lives that like these people try and clip lives for like rage bait stuff, and I'm not saying that you can't use a live in a sense. Like I've definitely used Tony Miami's live with her. Like that was great cinema. But what I'm saying is like when I'm in a live, like I'm reading chat. So unless you're in here recording chat and I'm behind on chat, I could be talking about something. And like last night, we were talking about Valtrex and how Lion Lizzie needs Valtrex to go to Walgreens. And I got told today that someone thought they were told to go to Walgreens. And I'm like, what does that even mean? Why would they tell you to go to Walgreens? They were telling that burner account, because they said it was Liz, to go to Walgreens for her Valtrex. So even my people are like getting confused and misinterpreting things. So like again, these are lives and it's live. I'm reading chat, I'm engaging. And again, I hope Lex is, I know she's new on the lives and the internet aspect of things, but I just hope she doesn't give in to this, what they're trying to do. Like I don't give into it. I didn't even think twice about it. I have no hard feelings for her. I care about her, and I would, again, I would never say anything about being, her being an addict in a negative way. Like they've come so far. Like they have done amazing things. At least 48 minutes behind on chat is standard. Exactly, Joe Rambles. And right now I'm behind on chat. So like so again, it's just like, you got to really evaluate things. Liz's friend Olga's in here. What up, Olga? I would love to hear your story. Olga, if you have some time, and maybe Olga's relaying. Olga, you can stick around. We're going to share a Lion Lizzie story here about her drinking the other night. Which you were there. You already know she was drinking. But I would love to get your take, whenever you're available. I'd love to hear about your three-door apartment complex. Andrew, it's okay for you to be a person. It is okay for me for you sure? I don't know, Texas. How dare you be real and have feelings? I honestly, you can't up here. Texas girl, like you really, it sounds crazy, and this is what I find ironic because I think about this stuff all the time, like what you're saying, Texas girl. People are come in here and they berate me in chat. Remember these burners come in here and they're like, you do this, and then I literally say it back to them, and they're like, how dare you judge this person? I go, see, that's what they're doing here, but when I do it, it's like all these things are never a problem, right? Me being scammed doesn't affect anybody else, right? It's not a problem unless it happens to you, and then all of a sudden it's a problem, right? So these people, it's like they can't handle it. They just can't handle it. And I find it funny. It's like even that whole little crew, right? They try and push things, and I gave it back to them, and they cried victim. They ran away with their tail between their legs. They can't handle this. I've been through. The thing about this is I've been through this with Lion Lizzie. I've been through this with Lion Lizzie, so no one can ever. I'm not gonna lie. She's probably the worst she did to me, and now I feel like a damn Jedi because I am mentally tough now. I can handle any conversation about anything, anytime, any place, and I don't think most people can. I think people say they're healed or do different things, but they just can't. They can't handle what I handle. Her chat was bringing it up and saying that. Yeah, though. So her chat was saying that. Yeah, maybe. I wasn't in her chat, but again, I hope Lex is smart enough to realize like the game that you play, Randy, on a burner. We got you. I'm sure this will be on a thing later. You said at least I'm not a rug addict. You relating to Liz, not Lex. That's what I remember too. And I told someone that too. I was like, honestly, I thought I was talking about Liz. When I said at least I'm not a rug addict, I was like, I'm pretty sure in any context I was saying that in, I'm pretty sure we were talking about Lion Lizzie because of her, her situation. So again, if they have the clip, I'd love to hear the clip of me saying it. Maybe I'll download it and find it. Oh, actually, I'll probably download it. I'll find the clip myself. Because these people just like to manipulate. And again, I know that, so I don't let them get to me. I don't even, I was upset that Lex was upset, but I wasn't upset of like, oh, how dare she? I was like, oh, Lex, like, these people, like, stop. And Mary, Mary, I guess, was in there. And again, Mary goes back and forth in the chat, so she might be missing stuff because she monitored both of us. So like for me, I'm just like, Lex, you know better than this. Like I was more hurt that she was hurt, and I was just like, in a way of like, man, I hope she doesn't fall for their games. Like we know that what they're doing, and we have to stay strong. Randy, did you create your page tonight? Yeah, Randy did. That's why I'm winking at Randy. It's okay to be a person. How dare you be yourself? Right? Yeah, Texas for real. You said something along the lines, at least you're not doing rugs. Yeah, exactly. But I thought that was in reference to talking about with Lion Lizzie. I didn't think that was in reference to Lex. Thanks for the roses. Oh my gosh, Texas girl, thank you so much. I don't recall him saying that and talking about Lex, only Liz. Yeah, same. That's what I heard directly after he talked about Lex. After I talked about Lex, yeah, and again, it's alive. I might be talking about Lex in one sentence, and then I'm reading a chat, and then I'm reading someone say something in the chat, and then I'm immediately responding to that and be like, well, yeah, at least I'm not on rugs because someone might have said. So again, like alive is very, again, not that you can't. I'm not saying you can't clip lives because again, I have clipped lives when it's appropriate. I don't take lives out of context. They like to take the lives and really they like to really manipulate the lives and what I'm saying. And so there's a lot of things where like, yeah, I might be talking about someone in one sentence and the very next sentence, because of how the chat is reading, I may be talking about something completely different. And if you're not truly in chat or paying attention, if you're when people are in chat, they're like, oh yeah, that's not how that went. But outside of it, you might be like, Lex, that sentence. But in chat, you don't think about it because it's not really how it is. It's manipulated. Well, I thought Lex was a friend. Yeah, Lex is a friend. I don't know. She made it sound like she wasn't a friend anymore. But I hope she understands that, like, she's being manipulated. But if she decides not to, like, I have nothing but love for all my supporters, former or current, any former supporter, like, I don't want to say like Lex, I don't know. She did make it sound like she didn't want to, but that's fine. I don't have any ill will. Like, I have nothing but love and respect for her and her husband and her family. And, same with Shella, like whatever that situation is. Like, I've never said anything about that. I care about them. And I leased a space for a coffee shop. Yeah, I did lease a space for a coffee shop. Without knowing it, and I did get sued for like 300,000. People just try to cause drama. Exactly, it did work in Bell, and it's not going to work here with me. I'm not going to add to it because I know what they're doing, and I'm saying it out loud. So hopefully, Lex, it could get back to Lex, because I don't have her number or anything like that. But like, yeah, these people are trying to do this on purpose, and I realize that. That's why they don't bother me or get to me, because I know their game, and I just hope she's new to it, so she's not in my live anymore, like actively. Or in passing, and not like in a negative way. I'm just saying like she's not here to like see the chat, see the flow. She's hearing it secondhand. So my only thoughts is I hope she realizes what they're doing and doesn't cave in. Cody got blocked. Yeah, Cody got blocked because of the story. Hopefully you reach out to her though. I don't have her. I don't have a number for her. I don't have a number, so I can't reach out to her. But this is why I'm talking about it out loud. But obviously I would reach out to her if I could. I mean, I guess I could message her on here. I just didn't feel like that was I don't know. It just seemed disingenuous, like message. Oh, you're in here. What up, Lex? Oh, did you catch that, Lex? Do you need to start over about the situation? Did you catch the situation? Yeah, Cody got blocked for the conversation. Yeah, she was really upset. Yeah, I saw the clip of Lex. When I saw that, I was like hurt. I was like, oh my god, like And again, that's what they want to do. They want to, cause that issue. And I was hurt that I didn't really care about anything else. I was more caring about that she was hurt by that or hurt by the manipulation of it, because I was like, I don't remember like saying that. I remember saying about Liz. It's her favorite show, literally her favorite show. Bring Cody in the box. Yeah, let me catch up and I'll work on that. Hey, what up, man? Please, what's good? A clip of what? So I saw a clip that maybe you just got in here. So I saw a clip where Mary said I was talking about not being on rugs, and I guess the way it sounded like it was like I was talking about you, which doesn't even make any sense because you're not. So I don't even know in what context, but it just seemed like you're obviously bothered and hurt by hearing that. And again, I don't remember how that went down, but everyone in chat here is talking about it how I kind of remember it and talking about it in regards to Lion Lizzie, not with you. We were telling the troll to leave her alone. Yeah, bro, I need to get my eyes checked. Got any availability? I didn't see that. Yeah, I'll text you. The damn Valtrex, yeah, huh? She didn't say that. Someone named Mimi doesn't know you did. Where is that clip? Yeah, exactly. Where is that clip? And that's the thing is, like, I don't think they have a clip. I think they're just trying to manipulate. They're trying to, stir things up. Like I said, when dealing with these people, you just got to understand their motives. They're trying to manipulate. They're trying to confuse. Um, she's upset because I didn't defend her the other night. Lex, I defended her. Who do I think is manipulating Lex? I think that the trolls are trying to manipulate Lex into thinking that I said something bad about her. Love when they shenanigan you, then make themselves a victim. Quit your complaining. Who? Who's complaining? Nobody cares, but you're in here. Yeah. Where did that clip come from? I didn't see it. It was on my. I think it was on my repost page. They're. I keep reposting them because I'm like, oh, this is making making a point. At least I think it was. Honestly, I don't even know. There's so many that come in now. But Mary came in and said it was Mary came in. You said, oh, Mary, and it's something about being a rug addict, and you were like, oh, if he wants to go there, um, I have a lot of stuff that I could spill. It was like, oh, do you? Okay. Like like obviously you're very hurt, and your reaction was, oh, if he's gonna talk about me, I'll talk about him, which is fine. You can talk about me. I don't have it. I mean, I don't have any issues with that. But it was very much like retaliatory. Like I was talking bad about you, which I would never do. I proud of you guys and the journey that you've been on and recovering. Um, did you see the clip, Mary? I went to Lex Live and they were saying you said an awful comment. That's all. I didn't hear it. Exactly, Mary. And that's the whole kind of the idea of it, right? Mary is like they're trying to spread these, you know, every no one in here. So the people that were in chat, and we can clear it up right now. Whoever was in the chat last night has already said, and they can say it again. They never heard it like that. It was talking about Lion Lizzie, but they wanted to make it sound a certain way. And, Liberal already commented on it. Mary, like you said, he didn't hear it, but you saw people saying it was an awful comment. So that's just how it all starts, right? And then that gets back to Lex, and Lex is live. She's not in the chat, reading it, feeling the vibe. But again, this is again, I'm so used to these type of tactics and these plays. Lion Lizzie has nothing on these people, bro. People were shitting on me when you and I were live together. Yeah, I mean they do. They people shit on people all the time. Like, what do you mean? Like, who? Like talking about the trolls? Yeah, the trolls are always in here. The trolls are always in here shitting on people. Like she's amazing. Just like someone tried to hurt her. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was most hurt about Jess. Is like that someone obviously made her upset. Yeah, the night before. You talking about the night before? Yeah, Amanda, please handled it. Called them out, and I missed a lot of it to be honest because I was talking and engaging with you. So the other night when we were live, you were saying people like our people were talking. I didn't see a lot of that stuff because again, we were live, we were chatting, and like again, you know how it is. My supporters were. I don't necessarily even from what I saw, I didn't see anyone shitting on her. I think that people I didn't interpret that way, but I'll be honest. I was engaging and talking with you. I didn't actually, you know, I wasn't reading chat like this, because we were chatting. So, but yeah, I would hope you would know. I would hope you would know that if there was a situation or something I'm aware of, like I'm not gonna not support you. Like I have always said that how amazing it is and everything you guys have been through. I didn't say that. I saw someone say you were saying that in Lex chat, and I said that's wrong. Yeah, yeah, exactly. But I hadn't heard what you had said, just going off of what the chat was saying. Someone named Mimi, what WGO? Mimi WGO. Hold on. Hey, when it does this, where did it go? I saw your clip, but being in here, I don't recall him saying anything about Lex. Yeah, that's why I felt too, Hillary. That's why I was like hurt seeing that. Doesn't know you. Someone named Mimi WGO doesn't know you did. Where is that clip? Like I said, if you, I think it's on one of the, I think it's on the inventing clip account. Before the haters start hyperventilating with their disgust joy, can we get a heart for Lex? Yeah, hearts for Lex for sure. For sure. If you are looking down on people with SUD, you're looking down on all of them, not just Liz. I mean, I think that's a leap for what you're talking about. I'm talking about people that are actively in substance situations. I think that's a very different situation than Lex and her husband. I think they've been in recovery for a long time and doing really well. I think that's. I don't agree with that. Mary didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, I'm not saying Mary did anything wrong. I'm saying that Mary didn't see the clip. If you watch the clip, or you're not mentioning Mary is because Lex said, "Oh, Mary, he said that," and then it sounds like Mary is delivering the news again. This is the thing with the people, man. Like you just got to go with the facts that are presented. I'm not feeling any type of way about anything. I'm expressing. Um, they were saying nasty things about you. Yeah, I saw the comment about Jen, and Jen got muted. The stuff with Birdie, the only thing she was talking about is what I already talked to Chilla about. Is that she basically was, um, you know, how I really feel about the situation with Chilla. I didn't think that was anything wrong to say. I mean, I'm not saying that. I mean, I do feel Chilla, has always said I need therapy. So, yeah, I mean, it just, she was just she was basically saying that point. I didn't think that was an attack. They were just over the conversation, and you did defend them, saying they were just over the, and you did defend them, saying they were just over the conversation. Yeah, they were. Oh yeah, yeah. They were. They were over the conversation. That doesn't mean I was over the conversation. I'm just saying they were over the conversation, but they don't have to be in here. That's different than me saying I'm over the. If I was over the conversation, I would have ended it or changed it, but I didn't. So again, that's not. I don't know. And maybe I'm totally wrong. Them saying I'm over the conversation. Okay, cool. You're over the conversation. Lex isn't. I'm not. Me and Lex are still talking about it. So like that's. I don't know. I don't look at it like that. I look at it as me and you are still talking about it. It was someone named Mimi. I joined her live and people were talking about it, Andrew. Yeah, Mary. And again, I'm not mad about anything to do with you, Mary, at all. I'm just going off of what I'm just trying to explain the clip that I saw. And I'm not mad at you at all, Mary. I'm not mad at Lex. I'm not mad at anyone. I'm really not. Again, this is what they want to do. This is their point, and this is what they're trying to do. And I just hope that, like, I have AI accounts of me being bullied nonstop for supporting, so I didn't appreciate that. Appreciate what? That you have AI accounts? Yeah, I don't like that you have AI accounts either. I wish that they would get a job. Wasn't me that went into Lex Live saying you said that. Oh, and it may not have been. That's just what the clip said, Mary. So I mean, I apologize. I don't even know. I wasn't in there. Lex is trying to say she wanted you to say to the trolls to stop. Yeah, I mean, what have them? Yeah, I guess lay it out for me. Like, are you saying that with her saying that choose other conversation? I should say, well, we're not. Be quiet. Like, I guess I don't know. I wasn't really given a lot of attention to it. I was trying to focus on our conversation. Um, again, I don't know, and maybe I'm wrong, but like, I would never disrespect you or feel like I was supporting someone that was being like rude to you. Like Jen, I saw that comment and she was muted. The other people, I felt like it was just their opinions of like the conversation. They were just, over it, which whatever, they can be over it. Yeah, and I would hope that that makes sense. I mean, I've always had Lex's back. Didn't that clip include a burn of you? I was confused. Probably. I try and repost as many as I can of them because they're bad. Damn, this is all wonky. And I have the clip of you saying, at least I'm not addicted directly after mentioning Lex. Right. We already talked about that, Randy. Like, again, if unless you're in here with a chat, as I'm reading chat, um, how do I explain that? Like, I could be telling a story about Lex and saying whatever it is, and then there could be someone talking about Lion Lizzie, and the very next sentence I'm answering that. So I don't know. Again, the people that were in here that last night watching this have all said, and I don't really remember the context of it like that either. Everybody else that was in here, no, it wasn't just that they were over it. I told you this, and you did. And Amanda Please did tell me that and I told Amanda Please. I said I probably misinterpreted it a different way, and I apologized. For that. Again, when I'm live with a guest, I have always said this. When I'm live with a guest, I don't actively read chat and look at chat, and that's I've said that many times. Right or wrong, I would never openly support anyone or agree with any take about shitting on you or not defending your back. Again, I am um you know how's your girlfriend's birthday, liberal? You guys having a good night? Did you guys go out? That's exactly right, sir. There's a lot of misunderstandings in my mind. You could have said Lex is a friend. If you don't like the subject, come back tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things I could say in that moment, but like at the end of the day, I'm engaging with Lex and talking with Lex. I mean, I felt like we were having a great conversation and an open conversation and talking about it. So, you know, again, I don't know. I don't want to give the negative comments like too much attention in those moments, but off the jump, nothing was like talking anything about that. It was great. Not that you're asking in good faith. Why? Why am I not asking in good faith? What's interesting though is like everyone was talking about like again, I didn't see it or I misinterpreted it, but I've been still waiting to see like what was exactly said. So yeah, I know that, and I don't disagree with you, Amanda. Like that's how you were reading it, and that's fair. All I know is that or how I read this was, and I'll say this, Alex, and I don't have it. I don't think this was a negative. I did not read it as a negative thing. When she started talking about, and that was a big like trigger moment, I feel like for the chat, and I do feel that after Amanda Please pointed out and explained it the way she did, I was like, oh, I could see that. She just wanted me to shut it down. Yeah, and again, I don't know how to phrase this because I'm in a I'm in a live with Lex. We're talking and chatting. The chat box gets small. I'm not focusing on it as much. All I'm seeing is like rumblings with the mods back and forth. So like all I'm seeing is like the mods going back and forth. But I'm trying to talk and engage with Lex. Like I'm not trying to like so like there was another clip that I saw where they saw Lex talking to me and they're like, oh, look how like they looked like I was getting agitated. But it wasn't because of Lex. It was because I'm seeing the couple mods going back with a couple other people. I'm not really focusing on the reading of it, but I'm just watching like this. I'm just like, you know, thing going back and forth. But again, in that moment when she said, "Oh, my dad," and started talking about that, someone made a comment and said, "Oh, well, that makes a lot of sense. Obviously stuff with your dad." And I took that as they were like they were saying that this is why therapy is such a big deal and a part of your life is because obviously your relationship. And that's how I read that. I read that as they were making the connection of now they're realizing why the therapy is a topic and a big thing you're passionate about. And I read that in that, but Amanda Please pointed out that they were trying to say like in a negative way, like, oh, obviously you know, sarcastically, like, oh yeah, you. And again, in real time, I did not pick that up or think about it in that context. I did see that comment, but I looked at it from a different perspective. Right, and that's what I said to you is that in the moment I saw it from a perspective of they were realizing, you know, why you're passionate about the topic and you know with the family history and the different things and whatever else. I read that you know I interpret that as like you know that connection, but again, yeah, I was later explained to me in a different way that they were kind of like mocking it, which I don't appreciate. You know, obviously if I read it in that context in real time, like that would have been a whole nother conversation. Well, afterwards, someone named Birdie and Jen was saying nasty things. Yeah, the thing I saw Jen say, she was muted after that. And then the thing about Birdie, I don't know. I haven't not seen the exact thing that Birdie said because I'm a little bit surprised because I mean, no, Birdie was like over the conversation, but like Birdie, you know, Birdie is was Suki, so like she's been in here a while, so like you know, I'm not gonna from what I saw, she was over the conversation. I didn't see anything like shitting on you or like directly attacking you. And again, I could be totally wrong. I could have missed that, and I have said that multiple times. About 5 minutes after talking about someone named Turkey Loaf. Yeah, yeah, like you don't know. Randy is Liz. No, Randy is the other crew. Her feelings were hurt. Yeah, and that's what I said. After I saw that video of her feelings, you know, that's why I wanted to, you know, clear it up with her. Comment for my points. I think yeah, because I appreciate you. I was doing great. Can we talk about something else? Well, I don't want Lex. I want Lex to, you know, and you did defend them saying they were just over the conversation. Yeah, I mean, I don't. I mean, I wouldn't say I offended them. I just saying like that's their opinion. I'm not gonna like. I don't know. Is that weird? If I'm wrong for that, like I am sorry for that, but I wouldn't say I defended them for that. But you know, that was their thoughts on it. They just, you know, if you're talking about something that you're not interested in, like obviously you can have the right to, you know, be over the conversation. But I didn't really give it any attention as far as like, you know, going further. No, I wasn't watching the live when you said that comment. It was at me and Lex's live saying you said it. Did you see the clip though, Mary? And maybe it was a different Mary, but you know. And again, I mean, I don't really. It's not. That's not necessarily even the point of it. I guess the point I'm trying to make is like it's more like the paper trail. Just apologize. Yeah, I have. I've already apologized for any confusion or you know, obviously, you know, her being hurt, you know, and I've said that I will always stand up for you, and I'm so proud of your journey. Like I'll say that again. Like I have AI accounts of me being bullied on software supporting you, so I didn't appreciate that. I know, and I don't appreciate those AI accounts either. You know, and you know, from hopefully you know, I like if you hopefully you've realized. For me, I do protect. What's up, Lena? I do protect you guys in trying to defend you guys, and you know, because I don't like that. That stuff has been created and you know attacking guys. So again, yeah, I am sorry. You know I care about you, and I'll always stand up for you and defend you. And I'm so proud of the journey both you and Simon have been on, 100%. That it seems like you're not taking up for her. Yeah, you know, again, I'm not trying to like act like, you know, I'm not trying to like bury my head in the sand and act ignorant to it, but like in the moment, you do have to realize when I'm on with a guest, no matter what, I have said this. I said, I always apologize. Hey, chat, you know, I know I like to engage and, you know, talk and all that stuff, but when I have a guest on, like I give them, you know, my attention. Like I said, Mary, did you hear what Andrew said? Yeah, in the clip, I didn't say I didn't appreciate the AI accounts. I said I didn't appreciate you not responding. I said I didn't appreciate you not responding. You mean like making a video about it, I would 100%. I mean, I would 100% make a video about that. Is that what you're talking about? I mean, like, I feel like just didn't want to draw more attention, but at the same time, like, I'm definitely open to doing that. Oh, you did appreciate you me being bullied in your chat. Pin this, please. You're way behind. How far behind am I? Oh my god, I'm so far behind. Yeah, I just pin whatever I need to. Projecting. Oh yeah, yeah. So can someone pin this comment because I do want to address this. I don't necessarily disagree with this. And again, this is probably my own experience in the situation. And I do feel, that's why maybe the whole situation with Birdie, I, a lot of them got doxxed and harassed personally on those AI accounts they did. Yeah, I mean, again, like I'm not supporting the AI accounts. Like they're horrible. Like they have, they should do better things. But yeah, if you want me to make a video or do something about it, like I would love to. There was no defending OML. This is exhausting. Who's OML? You watch the clip? Yeah. Can someone pin that comment though, the projection comment? Because that's where I think this all really stems from with Birdie and everything like that. And I'll admit that, and that's something that I already talked to Chilla about. Oh my word! Oh my lord! Oh my lord is OML. I'm not up with the lingo. So Chilla forever has always been saying that I need, to go to therapy. I need therapy. I need therapy. So I know you guys talk, and whatever. But yes, I will admit, when I read the projection comment, I didn't not think you were projecting therapy or Simon was projecting therapy. I felt like it was a projection of Chella's feelings. And I'll say that. And whether people are mad about that or not, or, I get heat for that or not, I feel that it was that whole conversation was a projection of Chella. And again, I could be totally wrong and you can berate me and whatever else, but that's what Birdie was echoing. And I was like, I don't necessarily disagree with it. And it has nothing to do with Chella. And you may say that. You may say that. And that's fair. And it may not. And maybe that's why I need therapy. Maybe that's why I need therapy. But I just was like, damn, am I talking to Chella right now? Like, damn. Oh my god, why do you think anytime we're upset it's because we're with Chella? Because I talked to Chella for a long time. I know her feelings. So when I start to hear those through other people, I just put math together. That is fair to dogs. Like I said, in this moment, if that's not the case, I will own that and I will say maybe that is a reason for me to go to therapy. But could it possibly be because of my behavior? What behavior? I kept asking that earlier. Like, what behavior specifically? But are you mad at Lex for being friends with Chella? No, not at all. I'm not mad at Lex for being friends with Chella. I was more like, this sounds like Chella talking through, Lex, to get me into therapy. You want me in the box? Yeah, you're welcome in the box, of course. But Chella probably those conversations with you in private. Well, right, but she also probably told Lex about it, and therefore, obviously, now Lex is talking to me. Like, does that make sense? Like, obviously, no one else would know. No one else would feel that way with like Lex talking. So, you want me in the box or what? Yeah. If you want to come in, you are welcome to come in. So again, that could be all the more reason for me maybe to go to therapy. Makes zero sense. What makes zero sense? I'm making it worse. Like I said, you guys could probably attack me for that, but that's just how I felt. Children talking about me going to therapy before that? Really? Oh, I have to invite her? Okay. I gotta invite you. Okay, hold on. Let me invite you. Dang. Why won't it let me invite you? All right, and if you feel that way, then maybe I misread the situation there. But I did feel It's not let me invite you for whatever reason. I'm just saying, Chella as a friend talks to you in private about that because it's personal, not on a live. Right, but that wasn't Chella like talking to me, right? Wait, why? What happened? So I rewatched clip. Yeah, she said that I was a dick, which is fine. Again, I don't. Again, I'm not gonna partake. Like in that moment, I saw how like upset Lex was. She said like about the thing with the women diseases, and she said, um, that she could spill all the stuff on me. And again, I'm not partaking in that drama. Like I'm not mad at Lex for saying that. Like if she wants to say that, like I'm not gonna retaliate or even feel any type of way about that. Like again, this is the part where like my own therapy has helped me. I have understood the situation of what was going on. She was very hurt by what she was hearing, and in that moment she kind of was retaliating or saying things. So like for me, I read the situation, I feel perfectly. When I read that, I was like, okay, hey, she's upset. If she wants to feel that way or wants to you know talk about expose me, you know, I care about her a lot and I support her no matter what. So I didn't really, again, people, I feel really healed. I didn't feel any reaction to that, like out of anger. I wasn't even like, oh my gosh, he said all that. Like, oh, I'm mad at you. Because I understood the full manipulation scenario. I could just play the clip. It might help. I could play the clip, but I'm not in my studio. But no, Lex said she is banana. When did you get banana? Last night or today? Stop your words, read the room. I did. I've said two dogs. I've said over and over again. I have apologized to Lex if she has not heard that right now. Or again, I will say, I'm very sorry. I saw that how hurt you were in that video, but I have always stood up for you and will always stand up for you. And I'm very proud of the journey you and Simon have been on and where you guys are at. And I've said that now for the third time. So I will say it until the cows come home if I need to. Because I watched that clip and I was hurt by your reaction. Not hurt in an attack way. I was hurt that seeing me like that and that you would think that I would make any comment about your recovery. And again, like Liberal said, if you want to relate it to Lion Lizzie and whatnot, sure, go for it. But if you don't think I feel differently about Lex and how I feel about Lion Lizzie, sue me, I guess. Apology with qualifiers? Was that apologies with qualifiers? Was it? I think that was a very direct apology. Was it? Yes, it was. It was with qualifiers. What was the qualifier? Damn. See, I'm not. Maybe I'm just. Yeah. Call me out. What's the qualifier? You said but twice. I did. Melissa. She said she's bananaed. She says she's bananaed. I said but twice. Okay, let me try and say the apology again because I don't even hear it. I said I was very sorry to see her upset on the clip and her feelings, and she should know that I care about her. I love her. Very proud of her journey with her recovery with Simon, and I don't know. Was there qualifiers there? Was there a qualifier? Was there a but? I don't remember even hearing a but. Maybe I'm wrong. I said but twice. I don't know. You don't have a backup. So, did Mary? Did you watch the clip? I do need therapy. That's my damn problem. I think I'm always doing well, and I'm not. I'm sorry. I didn't shut down the trolls. You are my friend. Oh, like. I got you. Yeah, the troll thing. Is Andrew getting an apology or is it one sided? I don't need an apology, Brooklyn. No one needs apologized for anything except for Lion Lindsay. She owes me a lot of apologies. Is Lex gonna join you in the live, Melissa? Melissa, girl, girl, girl. I know, but it's hypothetical. Yeah, no, I got you. I mean, I don't, I get what you're saying. I mean, it's true, but she doesn't need to. She shouldn't, Do I deserve one? No, I'm just kidding. Um, but yes, as far as the troll situation, again, maybe I said butts there because I did not see it. So yeah, I am sorry if I did not handle that situation up to your what you would expect out of me. Like I'll say that. Like you have a standard that you want me to keep for you, and I respect that 100%. So that's how I feel. Like that is the true answer, right? To that. And I was in live with you. I dropped the ball. So yes, you have a certain level of standard that you want me to keep with you, and I am definitely sorry that that happened and dropped the ball on that. So I can agree with that. Yeah, I try not to use but in my apologies unless I'm talking to liberal. Did you say that flavored air was hard rugged and doesn't Lex partake in the flavored air? Huh? No. No, that was turkey loaf. We were talking about vaping. Yeah, we were talking about vaping. We're talking about turkey loaf. I don't even know if Lex vapes or not, so that would never. I wouldn't talk about that. That sounds like you just trying to make some drama. I'm sorry. Period. What is with a name? It's a great name. Do you love it, Elizabeth? I am Elizabeth Love. Oh yeah, I love that. Brah. There it is. I was looking for liberal's comment. I swear, it'd be nice liberal. Liberal knows I'm messing with her. That's our thing. Is Liz here? No, it's another Elizabeth. Not inventing Elizabeth. But don't come for my throat on the vaping right now. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I have no issues with vaping. Like, if I didn't have asthma, I could probably see that being a thing for me. But we all have our vices. Like, whatever. Vaping's bad for you. Vaping is bad for you. The point I was making about the vaping situation was Turkey Loaf, who likes to talk about the drinking. I just think it's funny when people talk about one thing and then they're over here, you know, vaping. Yeah, I'm very yeah. I think that's hypocritical, but I think that I don't do that myself, but I'm a big fan. I support it. Did Lex go? I hopefully Lex is good. I mean, I want Lex. Again, I don't want her to give in to the trolls or like I wish if there was anything, my thing is always with this situation is let's talk it out first before we give into these trolls. I'm gonna start. Yeah, I need to before I need to these lives. Just firstly message her. I don't. Yeah, I should have. Well, I don't have her phone number, but yeah, I could have messaged her on here. I don't know. I feel like that just would not. I don't know why. I didn't feel like that was the move. I think it was so complex that I just feel like that was like a phone conversation or a live conversation. I just feel like it wasn't uh, you know, a quick message situation. Is Mary in here? Did you see the? Did you see the? Did you see the clip, Mary? So you know what I'm talking about. So don't mess up my progress. I'm not trying to. I'm not. I'm trying to move on from it. But I want to clear it up with Lex. I want to clear it up with Mary. So hopefully Mary saw the clip because again I don't really care. Like I get you're botting for both. You're back and forth. Like I don't blame anyone in this situation. I mean I blame the trolls because they're trying to manipulate on purpose. But I just wanted Mary to see the clip where I was talking about. Like I wasn't trying to drag her in to anything. Forgot about that. Forgot about what? The name was Mimi, not Mary. Oh wait, it was wait. In the clip it says Mimi, not Mary. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. No, it doesn't. Wait, it says Mimi in the clip. Wait in the clip it says Mimi. No way. I mean, I swear it said Mary. It was someone not from your chat. Mary said it wasn't her. I know she said it wasn't her, but I saw the clip and it said Mary. See, it wasn't Mary. It was Mimi. Oh my god. This is why the lies, man. This is why these people are literally laughing their asses off right now. No, Mimi was the one who said it. Mimi, you don't know. Which is fine. I I can't even keep the. Watch the clip, Amanda. Oh, watch the clip. I mean, are you in here, Mary? Not Mary said it. No, I know they said it, but if you watch the clip, the difference is I know what they're saying, but I don't. I watched the clip and it said, I swear it said Mary. There you go. So Lex said Mary when she was reading Mimi's comment. There you go. Perfect. That's exactly in a nutshell why these lives are so like not reliable. I asked Mary if she heard that. Got it. That makes so much more sense. And that makes sense because again, in these lives we talk, like we're talking, but my chat's saying something. So all you hear is the audible clip. So immediately you're talking to Mimi, but you're saying Mary. So when I'm watching the video, I'm like, oh, Mary must have, she's going back and forth. She saw whatever, but you're responding to Mimi's comment. And this is in a nutshell exactly why with these things. No, and I didn't, and again, I didn't take it that way either, Mary. I didn't take it that way that you were talking anything. I know you mod for both of us, so I took it as a way of like you were just trying to relay information, if anything else. Like, and again, I have not, even with all this said, when I thought it was Mary, I thought she was just relaying information. I didn't think she was. I didn't have anything negative in that capacity. I just thought Mary modding for both of us was she's catching strays. I just thought she was relaying information of what she was, what she heard or what she was told and passing it along. Like that's how I interpret it on the base level, no matter what. But obviously, add that into the conversation. But again, these are why these clips and what they do, they're not reliable because we're talking about a topic. You read a chat and you, in the same sentence, are responding to something in the chat. And again, I'm not saying you can't clip lives, but you should have some integrity and some ethics when you do it because, yeah, you could easily clip a lot of things out of context. But these people aren't moral, they're not ethical, and they have no integrity. So of course stuff like that's gonna happen. So there we go. Hopefully that all clears it up. But I just feel like I had to be cleared up to move on because you have to understand this is what these trolls want. They're sitting here like, it's working. And you have to realize it's not working because we communicate. We don't, like at the end of the day, communication is king. As long as you communicate, everything can be solved and figured out. The problem with them is they shut the door, they run away. They don't know how to communicate properly. It's not that I can't read or comprehend. I could not wrap my head around the Mimi thing and the Mary thing. I mean, if it was like Steve and Mary, like I'd be like, oh, that's weird. Why'd she say Mimi, or why'd she say Steve when it was Mary? But I was like, Mary and Mimi, of course, it's like two identical names. On the reading comprehension, I mean, I think I do well with reading comprehension. I think this situation is just, it's, again, it's a game of telephone. Yeah, these people. But I'm in a great mood, honestly. The girls graduate tomorrow. It's another year flying solo. And dang, Lex? What happened to your situation? Don't go there. I won't be there. Lex, what happened to your when? What happened? ND supports. She's awesome. ND. I don't know what ND means. Um, but what? Is she still in here? Does anyone know? Is Mary? Can Mary elaborate? I love you, Mary. And again, I truly did not think anything of it. I wasn't upset with you at all. She meant and listen meant to type and oh, gotcha. I don't know, two dogs. I think the furry lady, once she realized I did file a police report, she took those videos down real fast because she kept saying I was lying about filing a police report on her. But once she got a hold of that police report, those videos, they weren't up any of that. That playlist was gone. So, you know, not saying there's a coincidence there, but um, you could do the math. Do I have the tism? You're so literal. Sometimes. Did Mary leave? I'm a Virgo. Yeah, you gotta excuse me. I'm a Virgo with a lot of other disabilities. She's the first comment on any one of those troll videos. Yeah, I know. Yeah, her and Brie are deep in the unwellness. So she took down the ones about me. Yeah, she took down all of them that I could tell. Last I checked. Actually, I just saw a clip of Lex. She was harsh on you. Yeah, again, I don't. Again, I know the situation, and I don't feed into the trolls, so I don't have any issues with Lex saying what she said. I know people want to again, and this is my therapy. If I didn't have the training and the therapy that I went through, I might respond differently. I might be mad at Lex for responding that way or make a big deal, but I'm very healed and I don't. I understand the situation and I completely understand it. This ain't my therapy. No, not this. I'm talking about living life through Lizzie. I understand manipulation. I understand the situation. So I have no issues with anything that Lex said about the women and about if she wants to expose me or what she say, however you said it. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. These trolls want me to get a reaction out of it. They're like, oh yeah, she was harsh in that video of you. Oh yeah, you mad about that? No, not mad about it. I understand the situation, and I have no issues with Lex saying any of that stuff. How about that? How about that? Where's my office? Florida. I shouldn't have said it like that. It's all good. You don't have to apologize that you heard stuff and it was a reaction and I don't have any. I have no. I'm kumbaya. I'm not. I don't. I'm not gonna lose any. I won't lose any sleep. I mean the live room. My studio is in my office. It's like near in my house. I don't know. Like what room is it in? It's in my office. Well, I appreciate you saying that, Lex. But trust me, when I read it, I did not. I did not. I understood the situation, and I'm not mad. I wasn't mad. I'm still not mad. Why are there because of my echo? I gotta get headphones. Why? Oh yeah, I gotta get headphones. I gotta get headphones. It echoes too much. I gotta get headphones. So until I get headphones, I can't go back in there. It echoes for me when I go live with other people. Not that I do that a lot, but it picks up theirs. I have to get headphones. I did a lot of research, and I don't know why it worked well the first whatever amount of time, but it's not working anymore. So I have to get headphones to go back in there. As your friend, be safe out there with my oh my god, feel saying hog. And I am very safe. I know, Mary, thanks so much for the Dolphins. And I know the other night the way I was talking about that, like it sounded so like willy nilly and like it happens all the time. Like we're talking like not often. I mean, what's often? What's often? Like once a year, twice a year. I mean, it's you know, it's 3 times a week a lot. I don't know. Tell me. Thank you for the Dolphins. Do a little dolphin for old time's sake. Sorry, but that seems harsh to me over a misunderstanding. No, it doesn't seem harsh to me, Lena. It doesn't seem harsh to me. I know you're looking for that rage bait clip of the to try and poke the fire. But unfortunately, I'm aware of your tactics and I don't give into that shit. So, sorry, not happening here, girl or boy. But you're probably a girl. We know who you are. Oh my god, you don't owe your chat those details. Oh my god, you know I'm kidding, obviously. Shut the F up respectfully. Perfect. That was a really good one. What happened with my ex? Lion Lizzie, she's a con artist and she ruined my life. Yo, Rage baby, I know Ray. Don't give Ray an opportunity. She come in here. What up, Ray? 3 times a week? Yeah, obviously that doesn't happen. Like 3 times a year, maybe. Are you though? Am I what? I don't know, Kate. You read between the lines. Sometimes people react before having all the facts. Yeah, exactly. I'm not. Again, I don't even. I'm only clearing it up and talking about it to let Lex know it's all good, and to let the trolls know. Yeah, not mad about it. Not angry about it. If she, and it would have still been true. Which part? Look out, SD Queen is back. Oh, your friend Amanda and Ray, man. You guys are gonna get along. Yeah, we all fan about the club. I'm a supporter. I was just saying it up for you. I think it's a horrible misunderstanding. Yeah, I think it is a bit, a misunderstanding, but that's why communication is king and talking it out and making sure that you understand, that we're all good and we can daff it up and hug it out. And you're my bestie, Ray. All good. Human behavior. Glad to see it all the time like dolls. Yeah, exactly. I don't give into the trolls and the rage baiters. Your trolling makes no sense. Yeah. What do they say now? Finkelstein. Flick flattening. Oh yeah, yeah. So it's not the trolls have it wrong. It's not called flick flattening. It's just called flattening. So flattening is the term. I don't know where they got flick flattening. Again, the trolls aren't very good. I think they threw that in there. It's just called flattening. So good try on that though. Flick flattening. I don't know what that is. Will I be live tomorrow? I want in the box tomorrow. If so, meow. You want in the box? Holy! I'm supposed to go to the baseball game tomorrow. Damn. You want in the box tomorrow, meow? I'd love to have you in the box. I need a cat. Better than hiding behind fake accounts. Triggered is, yeah, I agree. But yeah, it's called flattening. Flattening, fickle. Communication king is what you said. Yes, it is. I may be live tomorrow, but between graduation and the not birthday, but the baseball game, I don't know. Did you get any child support yet? No, I have not. We're gonna set a court date next week. Not for next week, but we're gonna set a court date next week for something. That's a Scientology term. It may be a Scientology term, but it's also a term used in other places as well. Freya, well, thanks for the heartbeat. Wait, Team Cat. I didn't know this was an option. Get one. Maybe. Freya, thank you for the populars. Ace Ventura, yeah. Maybe Tuesday, yeah. LOL 86. I'm sorry they messed with your lives, girl. Oh yeah, yeah. What happened? I've heard before. Never mess adults. Yeah, they teach kids responsibility and boundaries. Yeah. Thank you so much, Amanda. Please for the divines. Ashley, thank you for the heart me. Have I looked in for her assets? She has to be hiding money. T-Bone. I can't. I don't want to give any spoilers, but you're onto something there. Yes. Sorry, I get so excited when I think about it. I can't contain myself. Cool. 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 I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Hey, it's been a while. Yeah, hope as well. Yeah, justice is getting close to be served. I do think so, Freya. I do think so. I think it's around the corner. Oh, I know there's some. Yeah, yeah. I learned about flattening, and yeah, so flattening is the term. I don't know about the flick flattening. Calm down. Oh my god. So I don't know about the flick flattening. I think they were trying to make a point, but it's called flattening. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with owning the term flattening or saying flattening. Flattening is a very relevant term to your emotions. When you can flatten your emotions and don't have a rise, when you can, I definitely said flick flattening. So damn it, dude. I hate being right about this. I never said flick flattening. And I will download the clip and Finkelhorn bullshitter. When I download the live and I post that part of the clip, what are you gonna do? I mean, why am I gonna waste my time? The clip's posted. Yeah, you posted it wrong. You posted it in super slow mo. If you post it in not slow mo, you'll actually hear the word. I started to say flattening, but I said flattening. I said flattening. I stuttered on flattening. I hear your dick flattening every time. So I stuttered. I actually stuttered, which would probably be more embarrassing than getting what I said wrong. I didn't post it. I saw it. Oh yeah, I'm sure. So it's flattening. And if I get the clip and I don't put it in slow mo, you're gonna apologize to me. Are you gonna say I'm your daddy? Are you gonna say I'm your daddy? Tell me when I post it. Are you gonna call me your daddy? I'm not gonna waste my time and prove your ass wrong for nothing. So can you promise me? Are you gonna call me your daddy? I stuttered. Yeah. Oh, I know. I know exactly what I said because I was debating on even talking about it, and that's why I hesitated because I remember in real time I stuttered on it. I never said flick flattening, so flick flattening's not a thing. So, are you gonna call me your daddy when I get it? Can I play the clip on here? We'll have to download the live. They have it slowed down. It's a term called flick flattening. It's just called flattening. Are you gonna call me your daddy? Yes or no? Where's Lex at? Is Lex still in here? Just they have the clip. Just don't slow it down. Can you elaborate, or do you want to elaborate? What do they flag it for? And when was it? Last night? Or no? I saw you. I didn't go on the live, but when I was scrolling earlier, when I was getting the girls, I saw that you were live. Yeah, for sure. Get the clip. Let's the chat hear it. Yeah, just play it, not slow down. She said under. Oh, really? Yeah, if you didn't slow the clip down, you would hear it plain as day. I mean, I would never say flick flat. It's weird for me to even say flick flattening. It's not even a thing. And why does it bother you if it's a Scientologist term? Are you that offended by by the word flattening? Block them. Yeah, I mean I can't. I mean mods can block them, but I want them to know if when I find it, I can download it. It'll take a while to download. You're too kind to these trolls. I know. Now speaking for their main account. I know. We know who it is, though. We know who it is. We already know who it is. So flattening is a term. It can be used in many ways, But how I understand flattening and how I use flattening is your emotions. When you have, like, when you talk about your ex, if you or have any type of feelings about that, you have not flattened it. Until you flatten something, that means you don't have a response to it. When you really flatten your emotions, you'll see how much better you handle situations. And I do that. I mean, I live by flattening. And if something bothers you, and this is like, it's kind of like what kind of therapy? It's like if you're scared to fly, you get on a plane. Not shock therapy. It's kind of like that. Like when you don't utilize flattening, you end up behind fake accounts night after night. Yes, exactly. Yes. Exposure therapy, right? Like basically, I have a raw emotion to whatever it is. How do you get over that, right? You have to flatten that emotion, right? So you need to go and do something. If you're bothered by your ex and their name, say their name 100 times. You're eventually going to get so tired of hearing that name, you're not going to care. Elizabeth means nothing to me. It's not a trigger for me. It doesn't. I have no effect on me. So again, flattening is basically you handle that emotion and it no longer affects you. Like you truly have no feeling towards it, right? Oh yeah, the story time with Cody. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Okay, I know we've been here for a minute. Why do I prioritize my account? Because I'm being harassed. I gained. So I posted. They're saying that I couldn't gain followers, and so I started posting actual content. And I gained about 150 followers, and they were bothered by that, and they started to harass me. So I had to put it on private from the harassment. So I'm being harassed per usual. So again, flattening is the term. Flick flattering, flick flacking, flick flattening. Never would say that in my entire life. It doesn't even sound like it would roll off your tongue properly. So emotions and anything in your life, if you have something, like if you don't want to, clean your car, right? What's stopping you from doing that? There's obviously some task in there that you're not able to handle and deal with, right? Flip flap, yeah. So from a trolling Finkel. So, again, you guys can use this in your daily life, and this is free advice for anyone. If you are experiencing a situation at all in your life that you find anxiety, anger, if you find anything emotional, like if you talk about a ex best friend and you can't be in a room where that name is brought up, right? That's a trigger, right? Gotcha moments they're never, Jerry, they are never gotcha moments. Like, I love their gotcha moments. They end up with freaking egg on their face. So again, you can apply this in your life in a lot of ways. It's not called flattening. It's just called flattening, and it's flattening your emotional response to something to where you can handle the task, right? It prepares you to handle emergencies, and we're trained in that as a professional. I guess I can say what I do. You guys know I'm a doctor. I have to be trained to handle emergencies. I have to be able to train to not get emotional, not freak out, not get overwhelmed when stuff is going down. I have to be able to handle it. And it translates very well with raising two girls, if I do say so myself. It's being able to handle things without getting your emotions involved. And that's how I live my life. And that's how I was able to do what I did with her. I took my emotions out of it. Hey, the girls are here. Do you want to come see them? No, I'm out with my boyfriend. Well, she lied and said a roommate, whatever. So it's one of those things that I took emotion out of it. I said, don't care. You're either going to spend time with them or not. Go do stuff. Therapy works too. Yeah, therapy does work too. But that's how I got through it with my treatments. Denise, thank you so much for the heart me. Okay, are you guys ready for the story? So we know the other night I told the story that Cody saw her out drinking at a bar, which is hilarious. After I told that story, the next day when Cody came on, she messaged Cody and said, "Just want to let you know, I wasn't drinking." I told that story last night, and I was hesitant to do it because I was like, damn it, now she's going to know that. Because he left her on red. I guess it's out there. I can repeat it. So he left her on red, And I knew once I told the story, I was like, damn it, I shouldn't have actually told that story because, And so Cody came in here I told that story last night. Cody came in here tonight and said, I'm blocked. So basically, she tried to tell him that she wasn't drinking. We laughed about it. We literally laughed our asses off at her. Again, she's freaking embarrassing. And then she blocked him today. I just like flattening. You may have the wrong term. Flattening is not a good thing. Well, right, and again, that's how I use flattening. I don't know how flattening is used in your world or however Scientology uses it. Flattening to me is flattening your emotions. So that is how I use flattening, and it's like to me, it's like a therapy term. Like to me, it's flattening your emotions, your response. It stops the reactive response. I think someone said that right. It stops the reactive response. I need CBT to get rid of it. I don't know what that means. So, and again, I don't know that because I don't do therapy. I'm open to it. I don't do it. So, to me, when I use the term flattening, I talk about it in a sense of not being reactive and having my emotions under control. Cognitive behavior therapy. There you go. And I'm very cognizant of my behaviors and situations. CBT. So, there you go. So again, however flattening is used in the other terms and worlds, I'm explaining to you. So there's no whatever else. But basically, flattening to me is getting your emotions in control, not being reactive, and handling situations without emotion involved. Oh my gosh, Cat. Yeah, it's a hell of a tongue twister. Oh yeah, I just shared that story about him. So basically, I won't recap the whole thing, but Cody came in here. So after I told that story last night, she watches. Hi, Lion Lizzie. Hope you're enjoying the program tonight. She probably is tonight. Her and her team is probably enjoying tonight's episode because there's a little bit of chaos and ooh, we got him, gotcha moment. So they're probably got the popcorn like, oh yeah, we got him. But yeah, we know you watch the program and you blocked Cody. Embarrassing. The way you described flattening was accurate, but it's an effect of PTSD. Yeah, exactly. And again, I don't know the specifics of it. I'm not a therapist. I'm only pre-licensed. I'm only a pre-licensed therapist. I'm not a licensed therapist. I'm only pre-licensed, so I can't, go down that, the effective roads. But I think it can be effective on all things like PTSD, raising kids. I think in life, I think it's, when I saw Alexa's that video when she had that response to me, I had no emotion. I said, hey, she was upset. She saw something. She said something. I understand the moment. That was not, I don't think she really feels that way. I really, I really took that situation. And I said, you know what? If she is upset and feels that way, that's her right to. Like, I'm not mad about that. And I was calm about it. And I was like, I know someone's going to come in here and ask, right? And I said, yeah, you sound like you need therapy for my ego. That's probably true, Lex. I probably do need therapy for my ego because it's pretty big. King of flattening, flattening effects is not the same as deliberately not giving a reaction. That's somewhat accurate, Libra. Look at you. Look at you. That is accurate. I like the way you phrase that. That is yeah. I like that phrasing of it. You're right. You're right. Yeah, exactly. That's probably the right therapy term. So, uh, is did Chella text you, Lex? That's also not a reaction. That is also true. Your dad's an ME. I just posted the definition from Google. I'm lost. Well, you lost my first. Listen, it's Andrew's word, and he can define it how he wants. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like again, I'm defining the word how I use it, and again, there's probably a million ways to use it. And yes, they trying to relate it to Scientology because they want to make me a Scientologist, even though I'm not. It's like, oh, if Scientology uses the word "the," we can't use it anymore because we're Scientologists. Again, I use the term in my daily life, in my life, in that way. Your IP must be tired. Yeah, for real. Are we talking about hogs or therapy? Oh my god. Oh, this hog talk. Hog wild. Uh, but no, joking aside, Lex, and again, not to, I probably don't even need to go down that road again. Because I do know that you do probably feel that way. Um, but I know other people do too. Lightning can also be used in woodworking. That is true too. Can we not? I know. I should not do this to myself. Can you maybe read what flattening is and then kind of refresh your recommending of it? Well, no, because I don't like how do I phrase that? Like I'm only recommending flattening how I use it, how I use the term. I'm not saying that it's accurate. I'm only pre-licensed. Remember this. I'm only a pre-licensed therapist. I'm not an actual therapist. I'm just pre-licensed. So how I use the term is how I use the term. So like if I were to read the definition, yeah, maybe I wouldn't use the term in that regards. Like there's many words. So for me, that's how I explained it is how I use it. And again, being pre-licensed like I am, I don't know. You have to either use it your own way or come up with something different, I guess. But as my pre-licensed advice, that's how I would do it. I think I'm too good for therapy. I don't think I'm too good for therapy. Never. I really don't. I'm open to it. No, Andrew, nothing has to do with anything. I know. I'm definitely messing at this point, Lex. Do you think you should be in therapy? Um, I think that's the whole debate, right? I don't think I should be in therapy. I really do. And that's why I don't. Do I probably need therapy? Maybe. But I don't know. And I know it drives people crazy. I knew that bothered her when I said my mental health is the best it's ever been. But like, I feel mentally the best I've ever felt. And physically, like, I don't know. I'm just, things are right where they should be. And I don't know. Maybe that's just me just feeling such a certain way, but I don't know. I feel good about it. About all that stuff right now. Flattering, flacking, talking, damn it. Yeah, Freya. Yeah. That's a damn mouthful in itself. What is with people accepting perfection and yeah, exactly, Jeremy. That's the other thing too. Is like I can handle these conversations too because I do feel very comfortable, and my emotions aren't flattened about therapy. Therapy conversation and talk is not a trigger for me. It's exactly JoJo. My as a pre-license person, this is not a clinical definition. This is just how I use it. So you have to remember the disclaimer here is I'm only pre-licensed. So please don't quote me. Don't come to me because I'm not really a therapist. Do I have a psychology degree? I do have a minor in psychology, so yes, I do have a minor degree in psychology. Scientologists hate anything to do with psychology. They really do. They literally can't. They actually can't stand like psychiatry. I'm not attacking you. I've been supporting your life this whole time. I don't think you're attacking me at all, honey. I'm just letting you know I'm only pre-licensed, and I'm probably not using it the way that you use it or the way that it is defined. I'm doing it how I do it. What's in my cup? Um, I'll tell you. What about for the girls? I'm definitely open for the girls. I think the day that the girls go, I would probably go. This is very therapeutic for me, for sure. I agree with that too, Tony. I'm a LCSW and I am sick of hearing it. I'm licensed. Oh, you are licensed. Nice. If every live is just your supporters lecturing you about therapy, I'm out. Yeah, I mean, it would get very old. Now you're gonna have these people believing you're a therapist. No, I'm pre-therapist. I want to make that clear. I'm lagging. Uh, TikTok shop is really good to me. If you have not ordered Lumify off the TikTok shop, I highly recommend it. It is on a flash sale right now. If you go to my profile, Lumify is on a flash sale. It is one of the best eye drops out there. I recommend it for all my patients. Lumify, TikTok Shop, flash sale. If you want to support the girls, that is the best way you can do it. TikTok Shop. They cover it now. A lot of people think therapy will fix everything. It can help, but not cure all. I said that comment 15 minutes ago. Yeah, I'm probably behind. Have fun with your real supporters. Why is she? Are you really mad? Oh my gosh. Like I said, therapy is a trigger for a lot of people. Therapy is a big trigger. Um, and again, I can talk about it. It's not a trigger for me. And again, very proud of Lex, and I hope she's just kidding, because I care about her a lot. And Simon and her whole family, I care about all of them. You need bed, work tomorrow? Have a good night. You're flattening my pillow? Yeah, go flatten it. Tonight was such a weird live. Oh my gosh. What a weird live. No, I appreciate all you guys. I feel like you guys are all real supporters, and I do get it. It has been a lot of therapy chat over the last few nights. So, usually I'm off on the weekend and it resets some stuff. So that can always help for just topics in general. But again, last thing I'll say about it is, joking aside, whatever else, I'm not triggered, but it's your closest supporters who have tried to hold certain things accountable. Yeah, well, absolutely, and again, I don't think that you guys are wrong to feel that way. So my thing is this: is I have always been open to therapy, not only for myself, for the girls. I've never been against therapy. That is what I'll leave it at. Is at the end of the day, I'll always be open to it, and I will never close the door on it. I don't want friends who only want their ego stripped and don't want accountability. Yeah, can you elaborate on that, Lex? Like, accountability for what? I love accountability. I feel like I'm on a roller coaster. Yo, I feel like the haters got banned, so you couldn't talk in person. Yeah, most likely, Tony. That's what they do. And no, hey, I'm genuinely asking. If you feel I need to be held accountable and I need therapy to do that, like I'm open to it. Like, for sure, for sure. I have, fortunately for me, I think I've created a community, and maybe that's good and bad, but I think I've created a community where, like, I feel like you guys are very comfortable telling me how it is. Like, I have not created a Lion Lizzie community where, like, you have to kiss my ass or you're blocked, right? Like, my community, like like, you guys are very comfortable, talking to me about however you feel. You know what I mean? Like, you guys don't hold back. And I love that, because that's a real community. Like, that's real friends, that's real support. And that's the main difference that I feel like, with our community versus a Lion Lizzie community. There is none. It's like you have to basically kiss her ass or you're shunned, right? You're my community. You guys might even be a little bit too comfortable telling me about myself. What's up, Jean Marie? So, good night, Melissa. He thinks I hate him for it, though. What do you mean? For what? I don't think you hate me. I think you're annoyed at me. And the most caring way, I absolutely need therapy. Field is a destination. It's a lifelong journey. I agree. Correct, and that's why I think a lot of people, whatever. Obviously, like, if that ever happens, like, that's a decision I will make. Amanda's not wrong. Yeah, Amanda's definitely not wrong. So, did Lex answer? I feel like you should be able to Venmo request everyone telling you to go to therapy. By the, to be honest, wait, I should Venmo request them. Like, they should. Oh, like send me to if I $1 for every time. Oh yeah, what I'm drinking. So, this bottle is a very special bottle. It's a 2019. This is the year R was born. So I have like very special wines that I don't open. Obviously, there it's a graduation. It's a special night for me. So I have a few bottles of wine in their birth years. 2019, 2021. Tonight is a 2019 wine, and it just it's a special night for me. It's a it's a reflection on our year, of everything that we've come through, challenge in this school year. I do it based on school year, I guess, because I just think that is such a big journey, and obviously we do New Year's and stuff too. But to me, starting with the school year to the ending of it, the growth that they've shown in academics, they're surpassed. Even both of them have surpassed, and again, it's Florida, so take it with a grain of salt. But both of them are at a level above the next. Like they're already going into like the next grade, like beginning. Um, so I'm so proud of them for the hard work they put in and the journey, just everything about it. So this is a 2019 R's birth year, Robert Mondavi. The way I talk about being healed. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, can you? I think that's the first part of. Never mind. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. I can't go there. I think that's the yeah. You're probably you're probably right. You're probably right. Did you guys know Scientologists, they make you sign like a 1,000,000 year contract? It's pretty crazy. They talk about everything publicly. Why wouldn't this be any different? Who's they? I'd know, right? Yeah, that's true. I would know. Hog. You know what? I know a great topic we can talk about. You guys want to talk about politics? Just kidding. Don't, no, Darcy. Don't start with me. Don't start with me. I saw a documentary on that. Crazy. Farts. Oh my god. Hog. Oh my god. Yeah, yeah. You know, it's a great segue. Let's talk about religion. Actually, it was. Yeah. Colostomy. You don't want that with me. No, don't go there, Andrew. Yeah, yeah. Don't get me going. Oh my gosh, that's a great segue. I love doing that when like everything is like however it is. What faith am I? I'm more spiritual, T-Bone. I'm not really any denomination. I'm more just good vibes, good energy, doing the right thing, living by I have like a code that I live by, and I'm very spiritual. So I'm very not that I don't believe in other like religion. I support all religions, like in an honest way. Like I really do. I respect it. I guess that's a way to put that. Like I respect all religions. My favorite religion, honestly, is actually. I'm not gonna go. I was like, you have a serious question, Frizz? Thank you. Finally, a nice GI, please. Oh my gosh, you got okay. This is my. So you want to talk about flattening? Obviously, this is my trigger. That's a trigger. I can't talk about like. Yeah, there you go. There you go. I gave the trolls a trigger for me. the crazy part is like you guys already know that's a trigger. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've not flattened that. Like I have not flattened that conversation. Like I can't talk about it. Like not that I can't talk about it, but I can smell this comment. Oh my god. What is my spirit animal? Ooh, that's a good question. CVS is another one. Yeah, I hate CVS, dude. Get me started on CVS. Yeah, all right, some people know my triggers in here. Damn it. I don't know. That's a good question. I never really thought about my spirit animal. You know what? I think Frizz the bearded dragon might be my spirit animal. A snow leopard? Yeah, actually a snow leopard. A shitty ass snow leopard. He's a goldfish. Walgreens, love Walgreens. It'd be a rain cloud, but that's widely offensive to natives. What? What's highly offensive to natives? CVS. What's wrong with CVS? They're crooks. They're damn crooks. They deserve a lawsuit. I cannot stand CVS. I do not give them any of my money. Using the term spirit animal, I don't know. I think if it's pun intended, I think if it's done in good spirit, right? Isn't that supposed to be a positive thing? Spirit animals. Again, I don't know. How are they crooks, dude? Ah, dude. Triggers CVS and it's sacred to them. Gotcha. I mean, I don't want to be disrespectful, but I always thought it was like I always look at it as like a positive thing. I hate CVS. If you go to CVS or work with CVS, they are unprofessional and they're a lawsuit waiting to happen. Fun fact: I'm suing Walgreens. Are you really meow? Or are you just trolling me right now? Like I can believe this. I can actually believe this right now. I could legit believe this right now. Can this be part of the live? Yeah, story. Yeah, yeah. You can come on and tell me about how you're suing Walgreens. Are you really though? I am. Well, there's oh what? Oh, you probably can't talk about it then. Can you talk about it? Damn, I'd love to know what they did. But that's how I feel about CVS. Is it because of the receipts? Yeah. CVS. Under my pillows and accused me of lying. They found it. No apology. CVS is crooks, man. They are crooks. I hate CVS. Sorry if anyone's partial to them. Yeah, and I agree with that, Frizz. I don't know. I'm not trying to say like I'm not trying to go there. I'm not gonna go there. If it's disrespectful to people, I don't want to do that. But I've never really thought about a spirit animal, but I take it as like a like spiritual. I take it very spiritual in that regards. Like, as a deeply rooted thing, especially for our nation. Nah, I can talk about it. They gave my husband the wrong med several times before, and are you serious? Oh my god, meow, that's crazy. Yo, meow, can you ballpark the settlement? Can we know or no? And it's not even sold. He's like that. Damn. I don't know. Ask Amanda, please. I don't know if it gets you. We're extreme. Damn, that's crazy. You have a local pharmacy. I want to start using a local pharmacy, but I'm scared they're gonna be weird. Patronus, I like that. Yeah. What's your Patronus? Honestly, I really like that reference. Who are you, Tony? Who is Tony? Tony's like hitting all the vibes right now. Mine is great. Oh, really? Yeah, I feel like they can be great. Intern experiment is cultural. That's what we were just, someone was just saying. Swaggy bucks. Your case with landlord over. I mean, It never really got off the ground because she lied about the attorney. So technically, yeah, it's over. But I can still share about it. Yeah, don't divulge the sentiment details, Meow. Why Lizzie's gonna be hitting you up. Trolls using my spirit animal now, but you're a butterfly. You got brand new wings. Yeah. Will you still call in ARCs to CVS, or do you tell your patients no? I will still call them in to see. I don't take out my biases on my page. Like, not that I take them out on my page. That's the wrong phrasing. Like, I don't like if that's the pharmacy they use. Obviously I send it to them, but deep down, I'm like, man, yeah. So, and that's how I kind of feel, Amanda. Please, like, I guess, like in a most respectful way. Like when I think about a spirit animal, like I don't sit here and be like, like I really ponder it, right? I think about it in every sense of like my spirit, right? So yeah, I don't take it lightly. I do have Native American in me, so I guess I should look. How do you determine that? Amanda? Please, is that one of those things like it's given to you? That's not my culture. Why? I'm I'm part Native American. Oh, you said I can't claim my people. I can't claim my people. Okay, it's given to you. Okay. I think my great great grandfather was bear had something to do with a bear. Man, I have my dad. Did I grow up in that culture? Kind of. I mean, it depends on how you feel about growing up. Like when we go to Maine, like when we go to Maine every summer, I mean, there was, yeah. I mean, it was very much like they built a cabin, and you can just feel like the roots, So it just, I would say no. Technically, no, but it would definitely feel close to it. Yeah, for real. You're totally kidding. It's a Cherokee princess. Oh, they weren't. They weren't. Wait, hold on. Clonopin, crazy drug. He has never even. Oh, really? Dang. They. Oh, they mix the rugs up. Oh, that's real bad. That's real bad. What tribe were they? I believe they were. I want to say Cherokee. It's like a French Canadian, like rooted. Like it's up in Maine, but I'm such a small percentage of it. Like I don't get a scholarship or nothing. I think it's Cherokee. It's been a while since I've really talked about it. I mean, I'm such a small percentage of it that that like it's not like, I haven't talked about it in probably like 30 years. If you weren't raised in the culture, it's not your culture. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true at all. I think there's a lot of Italian Americans that they weren't growing up in, but that's still their culture. I don't really I disagree with that statement. I feel like just because people move here to America, and life changes, right? They're not in Little Italy. They're not in Italy anymore. They're in America. They can still celebrate their culture and their heritage. They're not technically in Italy anymore. I think that's a very naive approach to say just because you didn't grow up in it, it's not your culture. Like I don't know. That's kind of messed up. You related to Robert E. Lee? Oh, that's kind of badass. I think I'm misunderstanding what culture is. No, I think you're misunderstanding. You know, I think you're misunderstanding what culture is. I think culture is, bonding in your family. So I think culture is what your family is doing. You can have a culture. It may not be, if you are, say, Italian American, your mother comes over here and she's, raising you in this Italian culture. You're not Italian. Like, you don't feel Italian because you're an American. Like, you're in America. I don't know. I disagree with that strongly. I think that's a very narrow minded, naive approach. I think you can have culture in other countries. I think, I've been in Germantown. Tell me those people don't have culture. They're not in Germany. They're in, what was that? It's like near Tyson's Corner, Virginia. It's a very big German town. And then, like, you go there and you're like, damn, this is like, that's culture. But to say that they didn't grow up in the culture because they're not in Germany, I think that's very low brow, low IQ. I don't know, something. Do I partake in indigenous cultures? Um, Anymore? No, I don't anymore. Maybe. Yeah. Depends. I guess you have to be more specific. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you're really, you know, I think you're just really, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like an Italian growing up in America in like the 80s, first generation. Like, you're telling me, like, you're saying like they didn't grow up in the culture because it's not Italy or Germany. Like, I don't know. I'm a little more cultured than that, I guess. Yeah, I think a lot of people get confused about, culture and what culture really means, right? We have a culture, like how we do things. What you did tonight is called pretend. What? I don't even know what you're saying. I don't want this combo clip. They can clip whatever they want. Um, I don't even know what you said, to be honest. But don't think I'm wrong. Was I a part of? I don't think you really want to know, swag. Claiming culture you weren't raised in is just a lot of red flags. No, I mean, I'm not saying that I was raised in any culture. I'm just saying I was around the culture, made content from it. Like I said, I'm not. I'm such a low percentage. Like, I don't get scholarships or nothing like that. I'm like probably like 8%. I think swag bucks. I just think you're not really educated in cultural or heritage, and you're probably just. I know you're looking for clips for your page because you got none, but unfortunately, I know what I know what I grew up with. I know my upbringing, and unfortunately, um, yeah, you're barking up the wrong tree for your little page. Yeah, I just think it's very naive if you think that you can't have culture growing up in America as an Italian. It's like, oh, you don't have any culture. It's like, no, we have culture. I guess even to being in Miami, we had so many people. I saw so many people from Cuba there, a lot of Hispanics. Like, you tell me they don't have culture because they're in America now. I don't know. I'm never gonna be that ignorant. But that's just not me. I'm not on a burner. If I was on a burner, I'd probably be as ignorant as you guys. Not all of you, but a few of you. Oh, real Tony? Yeah, I thought Tony was a vibe, but obviously Tony is misinformed. Like, you don't have to, I'm not gonna go there. My last name is French. Yep, French Canadian. That's why my heritage is from Maine, the Northeast. Yeah, again, I think that people, again, it's a very convoluted topic, but culture is what you do, right? And so, I'm a big believer on if you grow up in that culture, you don't have to literally be in Italy to say that my culture is Italian, you know. And I think it's just I think it's actually disrespectful to immigrants that come to this country and to say that you have no culture now. You know, you don't live in Cuba, you don't live in Mexico, you don't live in Germany, you don't live in Italy, so you don't have any culture anymore. You lost your culture. Like that's just it's kind of disrespectful, and I think that is it's ignorant. It's ignorant. But again, when you're on a burner, you can be as ignorant as you want to get the clips, right? Anything for the clips. Got that maple syrup? Yeah. I don't even know if that part has maple syrup though. Cormier's in Louisiana. That is like another. So that's another Cormier connection. Is the Louisiana side of things? Yeah, I think at the end of the day, like you know, again, people are very ignorant, and if you want to be ignorant on a burner, do you boo boo? But I'll stand on that culture. You can still have culture. You can still celebrate your do cultural things. I guess what I'm saying is I don't know. I'm just trying to wrap my head around you telling a first, second generation Italian that you have no culture because you don't live in Italy. Like do you have to live in Italy to have culture? Like I don't know. Yeah. Well, right. And so for you, depending on how far away you are from that generation, you're probably looking at heritage. But if your family is still active in cultural activities, cultural like for example, my brother, we just went and did a tea ceremony, a cultural tea ceremony. So is that not culture? Like again, this is again. I'm not. I think it's ignorant to say, oh well, they're not celebrating their culture because they're in America. I think it's a very That's just how America is, though. Yeah, I'm not. I'm saying that they are practicing Italian culture. I'm saying you have a first generation Italian here, and you're saying that because they don't live in Italy, that they don't have culture. Like I just think you're being. I think you're very narrow minded, and you're trolling for clips. That's my wink to you there. So again, culture. I don't know. I feel very differently about it. So I don't know. I think you're very wrong on it, and I think it just shows, you know, I think you don't know the meaning of culture. I don't think you know the meaning of culture. I think that you are probably never seen culture in your life. Come to Florida. Go to Miami. Go to Miami. If you go down to Little Havana, I dare you go to Hialeah, and go tell those people they don't have culture, and see where you're at. Like I beg you, go to Miami, go down there, and say, hey, you guys have no culture here. I would beg you, but that's because you're ignorant. Again, this is, you're trying to troll for clips, and you're just not getting it. Sorry, you don't know what culture is. I'm not talking about culture correctly. I'm talking about culture very accurately. And I just don't think people really understand what culture means. I think you're confusing what culture really is. I think we use the word culture, too much. You practice white man. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Sports on weekend culture. Yeah, there you go. There you go. You got your rage bait clip, right? Yeah, obviously you don't, and again, you don't know that comment to me tells me you don't know what culture is, and that's okay. You're not educated. You're on a burner, and you know it shows a lot. But I don't know. I've been around. I've been around. Been around a lot of different places in Florida. Um, you know, go to Florida and tell people they don't have culture. I don't love arguing. I think that's a very wrong take, Brooklyn. I just think that if people are wrong, just like the chat is very comfortable telling me about stuff, I don't have a problem telling people they're wrong. I think that's what people don't get around here. Um, they're wrong, and I don't like arguing. But when I'm right, and I'm usually right. Oh, hey, how was your thing, Frizz? How'd it go with your parent? Yeah, I was gonna say they're the ones that want to argue, and I'm just telling them that they're wrong, and they can't explain to me the difference. They just keep explaining that. So, how'd your meeting go, Frizz? It went really well. Okay, I'm so glad to hear that. I know you're a little bit nervous about it, but I'm glad it went really well. That can always be nerve wracking, especially, I don't know, is school year over at the end of the year? Kind of dealing with that stuff, but I'm glad it went really well. Yeah, I mean, I just think that I don't know. You know, I think a lot of people have never lived out of their state. I think people have, you know, I've been around a lot of culture, and I would never disrespect them. I would never go there and disrespect people like that. But again, some people are comfortable doing that. Yeah, no, yeah, you told me that before. Yes, yeah, you told me about your Spanish roots and your indigenous indigenous roots as well. No, I'd love to answer a question about Ashley. Let's hear it. Nationality is white. Yeah. Oh, that was hilarious. Uh, go make another burner, bro. They can go make another burner. They don't understand culture, and I'm sorry, man. Please, I'm not trying to like be disrespectful to you, but like, yeah, I'm sorry. Like yeah. What I'm talking about is actual culture. I already blocked them. So again, culture. You just it's culture. I mean, you just can't deny culture. So yeah, they're both blocked. They can go make new burners. They they're looking for like a troll comment and a debate, but again, I've grown up in different parts of Florida, and I don't know. I'll never disrespect those cultures. I'll never disrespect those cultures. I will never disrespect those cultures. Are you asking the question? Tell them the culture of optometry. Yeah. Well, that's the thing is, yeah, these people they want me to walk on eggshells, and if you haven't noticed, I just don't. I don't walk on eggshells. I walked on eggshells for many years, and I don't give in to bullies. Does anyone see? Yeah, does anyone see Ashley's question? Yeah, they just they wanted to win a debate, and again, they unfortunately for them, I have seen a lot of different cultures living in Florida, and I've known a lot of different people. I know someone from Cuba. The fact is, she lives here. I would never disrespect her and say, "Hey, you don't practice your culture." You know, like you want her to practice communism here. It's like, but you know what? She cooks Cuban food. She celebrates Cuban history. Like to say that she don't have culture because she lives here and doesn't practice communism. Like, come on. Again, I live in Florida and I've seen actual culture, so I'll never disrespect people. How the heck did the internet people come up with Scientologist because you took a business course? Because of Lion Lizzie. So Lion Lizzie knew that that's a buzzword. So Lion Lizzie used that to her advantage. So she went through and made a whole post and even mentioned a topic about Scientology. And two things to that, right? People as a buzzword for people, and also people know that type of I won't say power because I don't even know about that, but she used it to be like I manipulated things, and So long story short of it, Liz, when this all went viral, one of her defenses and attacks against me was that I was a practicing Scientologist, which I never was. And so, still to this day, I mean, people will come in here in the live. It hasn't been a while, but people will still come in here to this day and be like, "Are you a Scientologist?" And like people still think. Even tonight, we were talking about flat. I only know about flattening and how I use it. Um, and these people, still want to make like Scientology ties. But yeah, she definitely used that to her advantage to try and discredit me and get people to, attack me. Oh man, it's been like a weird live. What do we think? We should end it. It's 12:30. Um, did I answer your question? Yeah, it is crazy. It really is. I mean, it was crazy. What's crazy is like her anticipating. Well, I don't know. I guess that is a thing. But the part that never made sense to me, Ashley Bash, is like if we were married and I was a Scientologist, people never made that connection. Like if I was a Scientologist and we were married, she would have had to been a Scientologist. Like, you know what I mean? Like, like no one made that connection. Everyone said, "I'm a Scientologist. I'm a Scientologist." No one stopped and said, "Wait a minute. If he's a Scientologist, she's a Scientologist." They just made me a Scientologist, and that is the crazy and wild part of the internet. Is like that simple connection of like, if I'm one, she would. I can't. You can't marry. I mean, I didn't know it, but it's like I couldn't. You can't marry someone outside of Scientology if you're a Scientologist. So like, no one actually ever made that connection of like, wait a minute, this is probably a lie because she'd be a Scientologist. If he was, she is. But they took it and ran, and it became a huge thing. I mean, I remember in one of my early lives, there was like a ex-Scientologist, Hunter, and he's like, I need you to say, what was it, like Zunu? I don't even know. He's like, you need to say this word. And I'm like, well, I don't even know what that word is. He goes, okay, he's clear. And like, he gave like the stamp of approval. I'm just like, dude, I don't know what that means. Was anyone hearing that lie when that happened? Dude, I'll never forget that shit. That shit was crazy. I found that out later, T-Bone, but yeah, the dude made me, and then he leaked that. So he messaged me privately. He goes, "What's the connection?" I was like, "The only connection that I have is," I was like, "I took a business course," and then he like leaked the text messages. That's how like people saw like where I admitted. It's like I never denied that I took business courses, but it was so early on. You're cleared. Literally, it was like you're cleared. You watched this? I didn't watch the South Park episode, but is that what happens in there? But no, the dude came in. He was like a bounty hunter or a ex Scientologist bounty hunter. Like he has to like clear it. Like if you don't say it, then he would think you're still in it, and he would like, you know, I won't say go after you, but go after you. Oh yeah, you talking about that Jean Marie? Oh yeah, they were trying to. They have nothing on their page. They're trying to just get clips, and sadly, again, I'll never disrespect any culture. They were trying to have me do that. Oh my gosh, it's like a stray gray. Oh man, I gotta get some Rogaine or something. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's why they can go make new burners. Yeah, they need the material more than I do. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Actually, this is part of the reason that I'm still on here is a lot of people even still think I'm a Scientologist. As you saw tonight, that person, man, should I find that clip? Like they still think I said flick flatten. It's like, no, you slow the video down so poorly. Like, why didn't they just play the video? Like, my thing is like, why didn't they just play the video? Why didn't they just play it? Why they slow it down in slow mo? It's like because they know I didn't say it. They did it in slow mo to manipulate the verbiage. Again, this is like these. Again, these are the tactics of these people, right? Slow the video down, make words sound differently, therefore rage bait. It's like play at normal speed, girl. Play it at normal speed. You wouldn't have that gotcha moment. I just had flat and again, I'm only a pre-licensed therapist. Pre-licensed. I'm not an actual one. So I use the term obviously differently, and I explained tonight how I use it. Why do they do anything they do not worth giving them the time? All of us. That's a great question. These people, this is their life. I mean, in 3 years from now, I'm gonna feel productive, right? I came on here, I said my thing, shared my story. In 3 years from now, these people are gonna look back and all the time and hours they spent wasting their time. Liz is gonna be in jail. I'm gonna be on a book tour, and they're gonna be like, "Damn, I used to like spend hours trying to dissect every little enunciation of this guy, trying to make him, this single father, these two beautiful girls, into this horrible monster of a person because I believe this sociopath." And they're gonna be like, "I wasted so many years," but hey, I go to bed every night on my pillow. No regrets, baby. No regrets. All right, what's the vote? Can't wait for the book reviews. Yeah, I need y'all because they're gonna try and ratio that shit. I need y'all to pump up that shit because they're not gonna read it and they're gonna automatically shit on it. So, y'all need to. That I will ask for support on because they're gonna work harder than anyone else, man. Those people are thirsty to take me down. Oh, nice. Throw that. Yeah, when I wrote that, gosh, I wish I could write a rap. I need that app. Blue strips. Bad. Oh my god. They're gonna pre-order it. Sadly, well, not sadly. I appreciate the sport, but yeah, you know what? They are all gonna pre-order it. Dude, that was a great. That was hilarious. I wish I could write that song. I just appropriated dyslexic people. I know. I'm over here. Roll Tide. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. They'll still be able to miss some meaningful things in their lives. Yeah, they will. Okay, one more question. I'll have a bunch, but I'm afraid of those people in the AI videos. No, go for it. Go for it. Okay, real quick though. Am I gonna? Should I be on a little longer? Do you want me to stay on a little longer or wrap it up soon? Because that's gonna make a decision for me. I love Miss Vicky chips. You order a whole variety. Miss Vicky chips are amazing. You're waiting for your teen to get home, Embel? God, that's gotta be a nightmare. Is it son or daughter? And fried bread. Oh man. I know, dude. I'm tired of talking about these weird ass topics. Or dating. People have never been so happy to go back to talking about Lionel Lizzie. Your daughter? Oh man, your teenage daughter's out. Oh man. I'm already like stressed about those days. Not weird, but serious. Yeah, it's all good. I just got home from my long journey over the Howard Franklin, so I'm up. Damn, how was that drive going, Kate? I DK about you guys, but I'm on to talking about food. Hell yeah. And elk jerky. Yeah, I miss Snowbird. That's a very sad story. Another reason I am in law school. Oh damn. All right, so we chill for a minute. All right, let me get a little refresh. Let me get a little refresher here. Let me refresh. I'll stay on for 20 more minutes. We're celebrating. We're celebrating. I cannot believe they're graduating. Oh, jerky's so good. All right, Amanda Bash, ask your questions. I'll answer them. Let's go. I'm not sure if I hate the drive to your house or over the bridge worse. Dude, this drive over here has gotten kind of worse. I'd say over the bridge still, but I definitely can see your argument. Like they're doing so much construction. I mean, the good news is that they're doing construction, which actually makes it worse. But they are widening a lot of roads, so it has to suck a little bit before it gets better. She's a dream. I don't know how I lucked out. Oh, that's awesome, Emil. I know they have been doing it forever, but this is like I'm actually seeing progress. You're baking babka? Oh, really nice. Yeah, I saw they're doing a bunch on the bridge. Bopper, what is good? What's good? What's good? All right, let me Ashley, ask your questions. I'll be back. Okay. I've been on live for like 2 hours and we've been chatting it up and I really appreciate it. But can we get some likes going? Can everybody tap and like I don't know, do 100 likes? Is that possible? I mean that would get us like close to 20,000. If everyone could do just like 100 likes takes no seconds. All right, come on and do a story time. Yeah, yeah, and then I'll do a story. Thanks for the heartbeat. Sorry, I didn't mean to squeak that. Sorry, Amanda, please. It's gonna yell at me. Sorry, sorry. I know. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Shredded beef enchiladas. That sounds amazing. Hand lotion is really good too. Yeah, Trader Joe's has really good. Their cranberry sauce is really good. They have like really good, like I won't say random products, but like stuff like that. All right, is Ashley just trolling? Is it Ashley ask any questions? You're doing gnocchi or ganache? Oh, I don't know why I said gnocchi. Ganache and mas- Marsh Capone. Is that how you pronounce that? You did ask. Oh, you did ask. Okay. The mods are slacking. You got an express lane now. How much does that cost, Kate? Come on and do a story time. I don't see it. I don't see the question. Also did like a billion likes. Thank you so much for the likes. Oh yeah, we got to 14. Thank you. Mods are tired. Yeah, dude. The mods honestly. This week has been kind of rough for the mods. All right, I apologize. You're right. Okay, I don't see it. So if depending on the question, there are a few keywords that are flagged, if you will. So like it might not populate. So you might have to misspell something on purpose. Okay, I heard about that. I heard that they have a really good frozen lasagna. I didn't know about the olive bread, but you scroll to this mod. So my tail. Oh my gosh, Brooklyn. That was a trigger. Okay, talk about something I haven't flattened. So speaking of not flattening something, obviously the signatures, I'm working on it. But that is definitely a not flattened. It's pretty good. Signatures need to be flattened. All right, can um so Ashley, is there any mods that might be able to receive a message from Ashley? So if you have a question and it's really not going through, if one of the mods is available, you could directly message them and then they could probably formulate it in a way to get it through. We've done that a few times. So the mods have a little. Um, I'll be honest. I don't even know what to call that. What would you call that? There's like little next to their names. There's little circles. Yeah, like olives. Yeah. Okay. I guess it's like a little person. I've actually never looked at what this little thing is. It's like a little person. It's like a badge person. Yeah, that's a very accurate way to describe it. So a badge person. If you message a mod the question, that they will hopefully be able to formulate it as a way to get through. Poor choice of words. What? What did I say? What did I say? Wait. What did I say now? Damn it, dude. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm on eggshells. What did I say now? A badge person? What's it? Wait, what did I say? A little person? Wait, I said a little person? Oh my god. I said it, not you. Okay. Oh, wait, you said it? What did you say? Oh, little person. Oh, you said little person. Oh, okay. Oh man, these people got me all messed up over here. You got mod on dad, right? You have mod on dad, but didn't make the cut over here. Oh my gosh. Well, you haven't. If you, I mean, if you be consistent for a couple weeks, we can make it happen. I haven't seen you over here for a little bit. I'm glad you're doing well though. I feel like you took a break. Did you take a break on the talk? Just started new jobs here in transition. Nice. How's the new job going? Good. Right, bopper. Yeah. So, yeah, dude. The mods are probably regretting their life right now. The mods are like, what the hell? Poor Mary. Oh my god, I feel so bad about Mary now. Oh, Mary was like defending her life, and I was trying to explain to her. I was like, Mary, I'm not mad. I'm really not mad. Mary's like, I didn't do anything. I'm like, I know. I'm not even mad. I just thought you were relaying a message. Poor Mary. Oh man, Mary's great. Mary's really awesome, and she's been a mod for me for a while now. So like, I didn't have any ill will for her. Gosh. Oh, Mary's still in here. Oh my gosh, she's still in here. Poor Murray. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're still here. Oh man, I didn't know you're still here. But God, I did. I felt. I was like, dude. Yeah. Did you watch the clip though? Like, you could see my confusion, but like, I swear, I was just like, and again, I wasn't mad. I just thought you were relaying messages, and so again, wasn't mad. And then Mary's like, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I'm like, no, whatever. I watched the clip. Like, she said your name. But and then she's like, no, it's Mimi, and I'm like, no, it says Mary. In a movie, this would be a great romantic comedy. Hilarity ensues moment of like miscommunications all over. Like in romantic comedies, these kind of miscommunications are funny. In real life, not so much. Unrelated. You mean good vibes? You mean related? Related. I sent a message for you, but forgot to at you. You'll keep your normie status. Yeah, let me know, Freya. If the glove don't fit, you must quit. Fair. Fair. Introducing there's not something about Mary. Oh my. Oh my gosh. Did Ashley reach out with a question to anyone? I'm like on the edge of my seat trying to wait to answer this question. Oh gosh, this dude. Yo. Yes. Tuscany? Dude, that's a hell of a name. No. Tuesday? 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 I don't even know. Your name makes my brain hurt. There's something about Mary. That movie is hilarious. That's one of my favorite movies. It's probably definitely my top 10. Ben Stiller is great. The zipper incident is crazy, ridiculous. You make my head hurt. Grow and learn English. No, thank you. I'm good. I'm good. I don't want to learn English. With the nanny that was mentioned on Elizabeth. What nanny? What nanny was mentioned? You talking about Madison? Or are you talking about Ashley? Ashley, I love to do a Q&A. Or Brittany. I think she was Brittany in my story. I got in trouble for having it at school, for having one at school. They had the glow in the dark too. I hate English. Yeah, I'm not a fan of English. I'm not trying to be cultural here. Waiting for that mom. No, there was like three of them. Okay. Yeah, there's a couple nannies, but yes, I'd be open to talking to any nanny. So the main nannies that we had. So the main nannies that we had was Madison in my story, and Brittany in my story, but Brittany actually came on social media. Brittany came out on social media, and her name's Ashley. And so that's why I don't know. I'm not sure which one was mentioned, to be honest. I don't know if they even know who Madison is. I've never shared who Madison is. I don't think anyone has anyone ever. I don't think anyone's ever found out who Madison is either. So I'm pretty sure it's Brittany. But Brittany slash Ashley, yeah, I know she was mad about certain situations, and maybe this is the narcissist in me, but I do believe if she were to talk to me now and understand why I did the things I did, I do think she would have the ultimate respect for it. And maybe that's just the narcissist in me, but I do feel like in the moment, I know she was upset by the situation, but she just was not aware how deep it went until she got fully scammed. Yeah, they got me. Here we speak Andrews, our mother language of the cult. I'll be honest, yeah. I mean, and I'm not. That's not a trigger. Obviously, that's not a trigger. Me talking about English and learning English. I only know as much as I know, so that doesn't bother me. And no, I'm not going to learn English. I know enough English to get by. Why is therapy such a trigger now? Damn, Ash. Don't go there, Ash. Don't go there. Yeah, I knew enough English to get through med school. Exactly. Optometry school. I gotta be very specific and I'll get vibes. But why is it a trigger? I think it bothers people that I feel that I don't need therapy, and I think a lot of people think that I do, and that's honestly the nuts and bolts of it. I mean, you can go deeper than that, but the real basic fundamental level is that I'm open to it. So I'll have an asterisk next to it that I'm open to it. I'm not against it. I don't feel like I feel good, but people feel like I do. We're not talking about it again. I promise we're not talking about it again. That is in a nutshell and all I'm talking about. Does she live with you guys or just close by? I just have so many questions. Like, how did you work with? It seems like she's doing good. Yeah, I think Liz is doing great. I'm so happy for her. She's doing fantastic. I said before, Ash. I mean, I got the answers to all my questions. How did she work for no pay? So this is the power that people really don't get with like Lion Lizzie. It is mind blowing to think that someone would come to work over and over again and not be paid and promise to be paid. I wouldn't have shown up. No. So this is the other power of Lion Lizzie. I want T Word to banned after midnight for real. Right? It should be. It needs to be. So these sitters were so deep with her bullshit. I would literally ask them. I would say because I knew the situation. I'm like, you're getting paid. Like you're getting paid, right? And they're like, yep. I go, how? They would say cash, card, all these things. I said, but you're getting paid. And they would tell me yes. So these sitters were so brainwashed and so deep in Liz's bullshit that not only were they not getting paid, when I asked them about getting paid to pay them, they said, no, I am being paid, which is insane. Like they could have double dipped, right? We weren't in great communication. She lied to me about everything, but this is how deep Lion Lizzie is. Instead of her admitting and being like, Andrew, you know what? I have not paid the sitter. I'm not coming home for the girls. Um, you need to pay the sitter. I would have two options, right? I would either say you need to come home and watch them on your time, or I'll pay them. Those would be the two solutions, right? You don't have a job. We don't need a sitter. You cannot go to your boyfriend's and you could watch your kids, right? While I'm at work, and then when I get home, you go live your life. But she was so damn deep in her bullshit that she said, I still want to go see my boyfriend. I don't want to see the girls, and I need a sitter there because I go to work, and I don't want to tell Andrew that I'm not paying them. But I also don't want the sitters to tell him that I'm not paying them because the jig was up, but she didn't. It's like the episode of Friends. Like she didn't know that I knew that. The real reality is like she didn't know that I knew all this shit at the time, and I knew all this shit at the time. There's no war in Bazinga. She's very charismatic. Yeah, no, she is. So instead of her admitting this, she truly did not pay them and convinced them to lie to me. So when I asked them about if they're being paid, and this is why I didn't pay them when shit hit the fan, and they're like, well, can you pay me now? I go, no. You have an agreement with her. Like, I don't even know the whole situation. And you lie to me. They would, all the sitters, that's why when I moved on with the girls, I didn't hire a single one of them. They lied to me I knew they lied to me every single day. And in a weird way, I don't want to say I trusted them with the girls still, because I still trust them. I knew they wouldn't do anything to the girls, but they lied to me every single day. I knew she had a boyfriend she was living with. They knew she had a boyfriend she was living with. They knew she wasn't home. They were covering for her. They were lying to me every single day. And told me they were being paid. So this is the crazy part that is hard to wrap people's head around. It's hard to wrap my head around it. Not only were you not being paid, you were told to tell me you were being paid, and they did, and they went along with it. And then they helped her move. When I got my own place, she was nowhere to be found on moving day. She was at her boyfriend's. Both of these sitters were packing her shit up. One of the sitters had her boyfriend, fiance, baby daddy moving her shit. I go, you guys, when I found out about this, really found out, I kind of knew, and I was like, dude, if you weren't being paid, you wouldn't be helping her move. But when they came to me and said they weren't being paid, I go, wait, and you helped her move? And they go, yeah, she said we owed, they were convinced that they somehow still owed her shit because she's fucking lying Lizzie, man. And again, this is why no one can mess with me. I dealt with that level of mind fuck. These people saw I saw it. I saw this level of not being paid, and they helped her freaking move. It is mind blowing. That's the level of mental sociopathic I live with. And deep down, I don't even know if you could truly get to that level, because it is mind blowing. She plays on empathy. I mean, she really does. I mean, T-Bone can probably, chime in on this. But if you can truly just put yourself in a position of not being paid for several months, and then you are convinced to still move this person and lie to me. I'm like, hey, you haven't been paid. Do you want to be paid? No, I'm being paid. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Hey, you told me you were being paid. So that is the level of mind craziness. And again, I don't know how to even now, I lived it. I know the story. I'll be honest. This many years later, I think back and I still don't believe it. I'm like, wait, they still helped her. If I watch this story now and I'm like, wait, they were owed thousands of dollars and they still helped her move. I would say you can't make this shit up, but you really can't. And that you didn't need to sit her. Well, that's the whole thing, John Marie, is that she knew she couldn't tell me because the two options would be I would pay them, but I probably wouldn't have. I would say, well, you can watch your kids during the day. You don't need to hang out with your boyfriend. But you're right. We did not need a sitter. We did not need a full-time sitter. She had no job. And she literally was hanging out with her boyfriend all day. You have a 1-year-old at home, a less than 1-year-old at home, and a 2-year-old at home, and you could not pick them for even the full day. You had to go be with your boyfriend. And again, people are like, oh, parental alienation, you kept her from them. No, she had an infant at home. She had an infant at home and a 2-year-old at home, and she picked a damn bozo loser to go live with in Tampa in a 1-1. And again, I have all the proof of it. She knows it. I know it. Everybody knows it. The Dubai money must have been on its way. Freya, literally, Dubai money was tied up in assets. So it's crazy. She had a kid in diapers. We had a 2-year-old. Beautiful baby girls. They brought in this world. They don't know shit. They're brought in this world and they just want infinite love. And their mother said, nope, I'm going to go hang out with a dentist in a 1-1 and F these kids, man. And I said, no, these kids deserve the world. And I stepped up. And that's what's crazy. People was like, I'm not saying I should be whatever, but damn, dude. I stepped up for my children and said, you know what? Go live your life. I didn't force her to be a mom. I said, you don't want to be a mom? Don't be one. I said, you know what? I got this. I got them. I will take care of them every aspect of their life. I'm going to go be their dad. And that's what I did. I mean, obviously at that time, there's no internet, this stuff, so I didn't do it for any pat on the back or accolade. I did it because it's what parents do. But that's not what she does. And she still has people supporting her to this day. I guess as a woman, because again, my trolls are women. How can you be a woman supporting a woman who did that to her kids? That means you hate men. You hate that men that much that you'll make up a story to defend her, to justify her any actions that she left her children, a baby and a 2 year old, with a sitter so she could go hang out with her boyfriend. And I brought all the receipts. I have location data. I have ticket stubs. I have every single day and weekend accounted for, up to 6 weeks at a time of her not around, faking a plastic surgery, saying she was in Indiana when she was 5 minutes up the road. She wanted nothing to do with them. People that still, I find it wild. Like people that still like, oh, parental alienation, you kept them from her. She wanted nothing to do with them. And the evidence is there. And anyone that says otherwise, it makes you sick. And she still has support from these horrible women to this day. There is still women out there that support her. And again, if you're a pre-therapist, pre-licensed therapist, I wouldn't want to see that person. I would not bring my children to see a person that supports that person. These people are horrible, heinous people. If you can support a woman that did that to kids, if those are, again, they should be walking around with scarlet. They should have signs on them and say, "I support piece of shit mothers." I would want to know their judgment. I would want to. Hey, thank you so much, Carly, for the harmony. Thank you for all the. I know I'm on a soapbox again, but thank you for all the gifts that have been sent last few minutes. It's like I'll be honest. In any if I go to Starbucks and the person with the register says I support someone that faked cancer, I'd walk out of that place. Right? They should wear it proud. Right? You defend this woman. We have merch, baby. We have merch that supports us. Like if you wear this merch, you support this cause. Own it, baby. Walk around and say, I support a woman that abandoned their dogs, that fake can't, like, own it. Go out in society and own your scarlet letter. And that's why I say that. And I haven't, people will be like, oh, that's weird. No, I would want to go, I want to know, what are you, if you have this mindset that you support this woman or people like that, I don't want to buy cheesecake from you. I don't want you touching my cheesecake. I don't think you're qualified to make cheesecake. I don't think you're qualified to give any pre-licensed therapy to anybody. These people should wear the badge of honor and show who they are. This is your mindset. I want to know about it. You support someone? Don't tattoo my body. You support people that don't, they owe $32,000 in back owed child support? Please. No, you're not gonna, don't serve me damn ice cream. I don't want, you have a fucked up brain. I don't want you near anything. What if CVS puts out a statement against her? Damn, Brooklyn, now you're talking. Oh, man. That's a violent. Oh, man. You know what? CVS, here I go. No, I just kidding. F CVS, man. No, I don't even know. I don't even know what to say to that. That'd be wild. Did Mom Tot ever apologize for that? She never really officially apologized. She basically said she spoke too soon. She said she should have got all the information before she spoke out. That was the closest thing to an apology I ever got. She, tried to ruin my life and my daughter's lives, but she did say she spoke too soon on the topic. So we'll call it even. Yeah, never be a part of my community. Again, I don't want them. I don't think they should be. They shouldn't even. If they're operating a vehicle near me, I'd want to know about it. Like, no, I don't trust your judgment. Serious, hold up. Did you do what I think you did? Wait, what? What happened? Yeah, I think that's a great video, Jean Marie. I mean, that's the basis of what it is. Is like, do you believe in right and wrong? And to me, it's never been about politics, Republican, Democrat. Like to me, it's like human rights, man. Do you believe in people? Do you believe in doing the right thing? Like I believe in doing the right thing. I don't care who you are. I don't care what culture you come from. Do the right thing. And these people, if they're that proud about her, wear your merch, man. Wear your scarlet letter. Walk around, please. Please walk around, and they won't. They won't own it. They won't walk around with their scarlet letter. I wear this shit every night because this is what I represent. I represent truth. Um, put on your merch, man. Wear it out. She worked at CVS back in Indiana? No, no, she didn't. No, she didn't. She never told me that. She worked at CVS. I got a screenshot of this.